freak out on us. But all right. All right, we're live. Welcome back to The Last Relic. I got my special guest.
I'm Devin. Hello.
You can call him Big D. So Big D here. By the way, welcome everybody that's already in the chat. Zombie Box Reviews, Central Florida Carpenter. I'll tell you about that. Rick P599 and Christopher Latcher. Again, if you guys have any questions for Devin, if you go on the post on the post that I put out that I'm doing the interview, put your questions there because the chat sometimes you guys talk a lot, which is fine, and it's hard to keep up. But I'll be asking questions, and then towards the end of the interview, I will start asking the questions that you guys have. Okay. Welcome in. Perfect. Lemon pound cake. Hey, lemon pound cake wins. Remember that? Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. All right. So, Devin, first question right here.
Hit me with it.
Is it true that you are a raging homosexual?
That's all conjecture. That's just what they say about me.
So that one dude that was a customer ain't got no chance.
Oh, this is what we're starting out with.
Yeah.
How I was sexually assaulted on the job by a customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, put the mic more like facing you.
Nope. Like that. Oh, I see.
Yeah. So why don't first let's start off with the funny story. What happened?
I was grabbed.
Okay, so I'll lay it out. First, I told you guys this story the other day, a little bit. I went and talked to this customer. He did not want to talk to me, but as soon as he saw this guy, there was a shift.
Yep. I don't know how to explain a person, you see him wearing if you could imagine someone that looked like they were raised by their grandparents. That's how he looked, right? Maybe Sunday best.
The first time we saw him,
the first time, not the second time with the crop top.
Belly button showing and high heels.
And high heels. Yeah, but he was taken at that point, so I was safe.
But I think they were going to try to do a triple tactic there.
Man, that was scary.
Yeah, I remember when he brushed his hand all the way down your back, and I was like,
made me take a set down from the highest shelf for him.
Didn't even buy it.
He was like, can I look at that? Grabbed it, and what'd he say? I love how you do that.
Yeah, he said, I love how you do that.
As he gracefully caressed my back.
And me and the other employees behind the counter were just looking like, oh.
Yeah, as I was objectified on the job. That was horrific.
Not the first time either.
Oh man.
For some reason people like this guy. I don't know why. But it happens. So, all right. Now that we got that out of the way, you guys, it's all speculation at this point, but he is single, men and women. You were 16, 17 when you got into bricks and minifigs. How did you get into it? Did you see the store? I know the story, but for the people that don't know, how'd you get into it?
I was at what was I at? It was a trunk or treat type thing. I was volunteering with my family.
And to avoid names, we'll call the guy you met Mickey Mouse, the one that owned it at the time. Okay. I just don't want to involve people that didn't confirm that they want to be involved.
Oh, I understand.
The previous manager that we both know and stuff like that.
So I was at this trunk or treat event, volunteering with my family, and we just get our table. It was every other volunteer there was a JROTC high school kid, and it was something they were volunteering for. I wasn't. My brother was in it, so I was helping him out. So then we all get approached, and we're just told hey, I'm looking for some new employees. I run this Lego store up the street. I don't know if you've heard of me. And he gave us a business card. And I'm gonna be honest, he gave me the business card, and I was like, that's cool. I did not hand that business card out to anyone else because they were all children. And I was like, I want a job.
Yeah.
So I applied there. Actually, funny story about working there. I applied there, and then I didn't hear anything back for probably about like 2 weeks, maybe a week, probably like a week. Okay. I was like, okay, well, I guess this job isn't going to work out. So I actually went to go work at this place called the Honey Baked Ham. If you've ever heard of that place. Went place. In, and it was right around the holidays. And around the holidays, you don't have to apply at the Honey Baked Ham. You walk in and you get a job at the Honey Baked Ham. So I was like, that's easy employment. So I'm sitting down in this business, filling out my W-2 when I get like an email. I get an email on my phone. It's like, hey, totally forgot about that. Can you start this Friday at Bricks and Minifigs? I was like, do I want to clean hams or play with Legos? Then we'll go play with Legos. So then I went and I started that job. And I was 17 at the time. It was like November. That's just how I started at Bricks and Minifigs.
Mm-hmm. And when you started Bricks and Minifigs, did it just seem like it was like one of your? I know you sold knives and things like that before, like door to door. But was this like the first like just regular job you had?
That was my first like normal like clock in clock out job. Like no commission, no other like special things. That was my first like normal job. Yeah.
Okay, and so and when you got in, did you know about like how many Bricks and Minifigs there were in the country, or if they're franchised? Like, did you know any of that stuff? Like, or did Mickey Mouse ever give you any information about?
When I started working at Bricks and Minifigs, I owned one Lego set. I knew nothing about the company. I didn't know it was a franchise when I started. Yeah. I didn't know it was a franchise until my first week. At some point, they made me watch like this training video, which I think is probably the only training ever I think any employee ever got from like the Bricks and Minifigs Corporation. It's just like a how to sort bulk tutorial, which, as you have seen, that really left a huge impression on me. It was so great at sorting bulk. And at that point, I was like, oh, okay, so there's like some kind of company like running, like, okay, I didn't realize. And then I looked into it. I never knew how many locations there were. Honestly, I was never like, I guess I was never curious. It was just never like told to me. Mm-hmm. I knew we had one location in Canada. That was like, oh, we're international. We're international technically. But yeah, no, started working there. I never knew about Bricks and Minifigs before. And then honestly, I just moved to the Tampa area like a few months before that.
Now, where were you before?
Before that, I was living down in Parrish, like down in Bradenton in Manatee County, and then we just moved up because my dad was finishing his degree at USF and my mom was working up in Tampa, so we moved up.
Yeah. And did you guys move from Japan to Parrish?
Yeah, before that, when my dad was in the military, we were living in Japan, and then he retired, and then he decided to retire to Florida because it was the cheapest place to live at the time.
Not very different today.
Yeah.
But okay, so in the first year that you're there, you're working, did everything just seem normal to you? Was there anything like fishy? I know there was like an issue with the payment situation, but
the issue with that thing, that was very much a misunderstanding. Mm-hmm. You know, there was no I don't think there was no malicious intent at all. It was like,
of course,
one thing was said, and then I guess that wasn't the understanding. There was no like trying to like cheat anyone out of anything at all. It was just like a miscommunication. And no, the store was very on the up and up. Like when I started working there, at least. A lot of great employees. And man, I'm trying to remember the people who worked there right when I started. Because I think the only person from like the original crew that I think you met was the previous manager.
What will we call him? We'll call him Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
And then we had some. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty colorful crew when I started working there. And then I was actually hired with one other person, but I think he quit like my first week. He did.
Dude, and it's like the easiest job ever. Yeah. Like, how do you quit?
And he was a customer there a while after that too. But it was like, yeah. was like,
did I meet him? Was it like that kind of like bulkier dude that came by, like the first year that was at the store? Because there's like a.
You definitely met this one.
Yeah, I got to meet so many of like the previous employees from the past 8 years and stuff.
Yeah,
because they just kept coming.
Yeah,
and they always had a story.
And they always come in like, man, this place is still open, huh? Be like, all right, dude, all right.
Yeah, well, when I bought it, it was pretty run down, man.
At the end of that corporate run, yeah.
Okay, so before I went back to corporate, how many years were you with Mickey Mouse for?
Did I serve? I think it was probably about. So I left. For example, like I left at the end of high school to go away to college, and I did like one semester away, and then I decided like the college I went to like was not what I wanted, so I came back, and then I ended up getting my position back. So I think in total I was probably with the first administration, I think like 2 years, two and a half years, I think.
Okay, and during that time, like I said, I know the story, but when did you start noticing that things seemed a little weird, that that you felt like it wasn't following protocol?
It was COVID, like peak COVID. A lot of stuff was going on. And then a lot of stuff in the store that was like wasn't like up to code. It wasn't as if like, oh man, how can we like scheme? How can we like cheat people? It was like peak COVID. The store's on appointment only. You gotta understand, like the store, we're seeing like 5 customers a day because it's either that or we're closed. Yeah. Like, it was like that was the only way we could stay open.
Yeah, there was a lot of crappy laws that really hurt a lot of us small business owners. Yeah,
it was brutal. And then like, I mean, thankfully a lot of our customers still came in during that time. A lot of loyal customers, like they still come buy some stuff. And a lot of our you remember our customers, a lot of them were very thankful they got to have the store to themselves. It was like, oh man, cool. It was like we can manage one guy. Cool.
And sometimes they'd stay for 8 hours.
Sometimes they'd stay for 8 hours.
It happens.
And it's like, man, you love it here, don't you?
The first administration, people are loving that.
Yeah, but I mean, like eventually, like a big, I don't know if it's a misconception or anything, but like I was really just a bystander. To a lot of stuff would happen, and it would just be like, maybe you see that meme. It's like working in the Square factory. Guess we're making circles now. Like, that was a lot. It was someone's like, we're doing this now, and be like, all right, guess we're doing this now. And I was like, I mean, I was out of high school, but like I didn't know anything at the time.
Yeah.
So like stuff would happen, and it's like I didn't know this was like a breach of something. Like I didn't know that it was something was happening. I'd be like, cool. As far as I know, like. You own the business, like, you can do whatever you want. I had no idea how franchises worked. I didn't realize there was like an agreement of like how stuff
you
was
were just an employee
run.
and you're there to clock in, clock out, 9 to 5.
All right, cool.
But things unraveled.
Yeah, things started unraveling. There was stuff, and then it was a combination of like COVID. COVID was killing us, right? And then the previous like. I know there were some I know there was like some difficulties outside of the business that they had to deal with. So
the Mickey Mouse, or are you talking about corporate?
Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Corporate back then was way different. You got to know, it was like we weren't at 100. I don't even know if we were at 50 stores when I started working.
No, when I came in, there was less than 50 stores, or it was like exactly 50 or something like that.
Yeah. So then when I started working, I have no idea how many stores there were. Like corporate was like. The only time you're talking to corporate is if they didn't get their money. That was like the only time I remember we ever heard from corporate. Like
they weren't really like talking to the.
And it's not like I talked to corporate, so I only know what I heard through the grapevine. So it'd be like, come in, it's like we need something, and as far as I know, like either there's like some kind of like what would you call it? Not like like a lack of communication. Like at some point there's like a break in the communication.
Yeah.
Or it's like maybe we need something and they wouldn't get back to us, or like they need something from us and they just weren't clear about it. And be a lot of stuff like that. And then all that would just eventually accumulate to I get it would be there was stuff he was doing in the store that was like a breach of his contract. So like it was like he was legally committing crimes. I guess is what happened.
And you weren't aware of it. You were just following orders.
I was following orders. Stuff happens.
You
then
thought like everything was solid. Like this is just normal.
Yeah, it's just COVID. Stuff's going on.
So what were some of the things that? Because you guys were in a few different locations, and then you got to the Wiregrass Mall, and that's kind of was that when it started? Like, we
were at Wiregrass Mall the whole time I worked there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Before that, I believe they were in
University Mall or something.
They were in another mall.
Yeah,
I don't remember the mall. That's when like most of the people that worked there when I started were working at that previous location, and then like just moved there, and then that's when I started. So in my career, we were at Wiregrass the whole time until you and I had to move out to what was the name?
Oak Grove Boulevard.
Yes,
the Eagle Plaza.
Eagle Plaza. Yes,
all right, next to Brunchies.
Match made in hell. I love Brunchies though. If you're in the area, go to Brunchies. Great, cheap brunch.
Yeah. It's good food,
steak
man.
and eggs for like $12.
Hell yeah. So, all right, you're at the Wiregrass Mall.
Yeah, Wiregrass Mall.
And then there was, when I got in, there was a lot of customers that still were under the impression that we sold fake Lego.
Yes.
And that was before even corporate got involved.
Yes.
Before Mickey Mouse was eventually taken over.
I forgot about that. Yes. So again, peak COVID. And also this is before we had the toy house. This is before we had our toy house deal with corporate, right? So there was no
garbage deal toy house.
There was our 4% margins. Yeah, there was no benevolent like, oh, we have this contract with Lego, so now we can get official like new Lego sets in the store because like back in the day, buy, sell, trade, like if there was a new set in the store, it was not new sets. It was like, man, when I started working, we had a whole like little section of the wall just new in box Viking sets.
Dude, that's
we had, like,
awesome.
Someone traded in like a whole Viking line. That's what new in box was at the time. New in box was like probably like a quarter of the store.
Got it. Yeah.
Everything else was used sets and certified sets. We were huge on certified sets. All that stuff happens. We get into COVID. No one's trading stuff in because again we're at appointment only, and it's like, I guess no one's even thinking about trading in their Lego because they're stuck at home. I might as well use this stuff.
Yeah.
So then
stores getting emptier.
Emptier. You know, we have like no new in box sets. So then I guess this deal floats across the table for a Lego like product type thing. And then that we started stocking the store with that stuff. I mean,
but that was always in violation because even then I got to see the previous agreement that like, you're only supposed to carry Lego product or official product that is approved by corporate, like Brick Arms. Brick Arms isn't official Lego, but they are compatible with Lego.
And when we got them, I thought it was like, do you remember they used to sell like those it was like those really crappy like Lego model planes? Yes. I thought it was like we had those, and that was like a deal we had with I have no idea if that was like an in-house original or we got that from somewhere.
It was from a guy. He was like trying to start a company, and he wanted to make like a kind of military planes. Military like, and then simple sets.
Yeah,
because the packaging wasn't too bad. Like, and it was like all his creation. It wasn't like, I forgot what the big company is. It's like, you know what I'm talking about, where they had like their own UCS like Black Hawk helicopters and stuff like that.
Oh yes.
Anybody that knows Lego, you probably know this company. They're really awesome. But we weren't affiliated with them, this one guy was making military little sets that you can build and put it in your play with your kids, put it on your desk or something.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And then the owner at that time, he had a previous military career, so he was very into that stuff. And my dad was in the military, so I was like, that stuff's cool. So then I guess this deal floats across the table where I think they were like knockoff. They weren't like, like Lepin. Wasn't, that was like I think it was Korean, like a Korean like off-brand like building toy set.
Yeah.
It's really funny. One of the sets was a U.S. Sherman with a soldier giving a chocolate bar to the soldiers who were tan flesh tone, giving a chocolate bar to a plain yellow minifigure. As if it was like, and it was supposed to be like a Korean War era thing. So a lot of creativity going into these things. That full cost one was like basically was like some cheap sets. We had customers that were asking for like we want like more military stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like it seemed like
I had customers asking about that too. Yeah.
And it seemed like a perfect match. Like, oh, we'll get these in. And like when we got them in, I thought it was like these, like those planes. It was like, oh, okay, like this is something I mean, they were like you could tell the lack of quality from the box. Like this was not a Lego set. But I mean, it was that kind of stuff, and that was the kind of stuff that started like slowly building up. Like we would do that, and then yeah, I mean, we would, like it was just, I guess it was like this slow increment of stuff that was like multiple violations of his franchise agreement, I guess.
And then, from what I know, corporate found out a little bit about it. They weren't too happy about it, and they had a conversation with Mickey Mouse, and what happened after that? Because you know that they had a conversation, and then Mickey Mouse comes and talks to the staff, and you're part of his staff. And what do you guys start planning after that?
So that wasn't really planning. Basically, what happened is, now I won't lie, I was informed that corporate was coming in before. I did know beforehand that like they were gonna show up. I was told it's like, yeah, they're going to show up, like something's going to go down. We're going to see what happens.
No, and is this are you talking about the first time they showed up?
There's only one time they showed up.
Okay, so before we get to that,
yeah,
and I'm going to, from what I know about the story, is like they found out about it, that they just wanted to have a conversation, from what I know. And then there was a second register that opened up.
Yes.
And in the agreement that Mickey Mouse currently had with the mall and corporate, first you pay your royalties and your advertising fee, but then you're also supposed to let the mall know how much you made.
Yes.
And then a percentage of that, because they had a temporary agreement, which just means like you don't have a permanent slot in the mall. They can move you around pretty much every year to 2 years. Within the mall if they wanted to, or if somebody wants your space and they outbid you or have more money than you, they could take your space. But for some reason, and you could tell me the reason, a second register was opened up.
Yeah, so we always had two registers, but one wasn't always, it was always, we had one register, and then like for Christmas we would have a second register put up, because like that's how many customers we had.
Yeah.
So the second register that would come up. So eventually, because we'd be in the store and he'd be like, hey, you know, like he would like check the sales and be like, all right, like let's hop over to this register for a bit, you know, it's like even them out, and be like, okay, cool. So then I guess what was happening was then he would have the same register, and then any profits made on that register would go unrecorded, I guess.
Was it a different POS system or the same?
It was the same POS system.
Oh, interesting.
I'm pretty sure it might have been. I'm trying to remember. Because it might have been a different POS system, because I think we had NCR originally before we swapped to the next one.
Yeah, I even forgot the name of
Heartland.
Heartland. Yes. Yeah, Heartland was the name.
Heartland. So we had NCR beforehand, and I want to say it might have been like I keep wanting to say Squarespace. What's that? It's like the little white brick you see all the time. Like every fast food truck uses it.
Something, man. I don't know.
It's one of I think it might have been one of those. It might have been NCR still. I don't really remember. But at some point in the day, like we go like, all right, we're gonna use this register now, and be like, okay, cool, no problem. I still make my sales. So we do that.
Were you getting any commission, by the way, as an employee, or is it just this is your pay and that's it?
Yeah, just this is your pay. Which I understand. I mean, people ask that all the time too. I guess because you are selling stuff. And like,
yeah, because they assume that's like, oh, you're pushing this product on me.
Yeah, pushing this commission. It's like there is zero commission unless another Bricks and Minifigs has a different like setup. I never received any commission working at Bricks and Minifigs. I was good at making my sales, but that was just because like I had customers. I know what they liked. They'd call them up and be like, "We got this thing. You want it?" I'm like, sure. It's like I didn't receive any money for that. I just, just pushing the product, and it's Lego. You really don't have to sell Lego. It's Lego. You just have to be like, I know you want this Lego.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But then so that was coming out, and then eventually got back to corporate. That I didn't know. Like it was like there's a second register, and then I guess it was like, what do you mean there's a second register?
Mm-hmm.
And then
so just to pull back, corporate wanted the numbers.
Yeah.
And then the manager at the time was like, "Oh yeah, here are the numbers," and they're like, "Cool," and then he makes a point like, "Oh, but also let me tell you the numbers of the second register," because he actually thought that
because everyone thought
all the employees thought everything was up to board, solid.
We were all thought it was just like second register rate, and then so basically what happened was he's doing some reporting because at that time he was the GM and like he was handling all that stuff, and he goes in, and then he even was like, "All right, then you want this one too," and then corporate's like, "What do you mean?" All right, and then from that point on, it was no longer like, "Oh, let's see what we can do." Corporate was there, I think, probably within a week. Like they showed up at the front door. I came into work, no one there. I'm like, all right, let me start my shift. Like, come in.
And they came in specifically on the owner's day off.
Yeah, I think right? They tried to time it so like he wouldn't be there. But he was there all the time. Like I think he was there that morning anyway because I did an afternoon shift, so I come in. Just the other employees working come in. It's like, all right, what's going on? Cool, let's get to work. And then they come back with I can't remember that guy's name, but this guy from corporate. He comes in with Mickey Mouse. They're talking or whatever, right? And it's like cool. And then Mickey Mouse comes to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna need your key." I'm like, cool. There's my key. And then that was the last day I worked for him. Like that was the end of that day. Was like corporate came in.
So did corporate take your key or Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse took my key.
Okay, cool.
That was when. That was when he had the foresight to be like, "Oh, this is not going to go well. Let me get my keys that way," because then the whole idea was corporate. They decided they were gonna come in, and then while he wasn't there, they were just gonna change the locks to the store, right?
Yeah.
And then he wouldn't have access to the store anymore, and then be a corporate store, and they would just like boot him out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not gonna lie to you, pretty charismatic individual. He talked his way into that not happening.
Yeah,
like it was like, okay, no locks were changed.
And from what I know, he doesn't remember me having a conversation with him right before I was actually purchasing the place because I wanted to get all my ducks in a row and get his side of the story. He had a store over there at the Grove, and he doesn't remember our conversations from what I know, or doesn't even remember me. But I from what I could tell and from what a lot of people told me, like he was always very nice, super good at customer service, always was just a very charismatic guy. And unfortunately he did a few business practices that weren't up to board.
It's one of those things, and it's like I attribute it to that, like, and some stuff happened between me and him like after that, and I take none of it personally because if you were there peak COVID, like that place was falling apart. Like it was a sinking ship. Like COVID
and corporate wasn't helping.
Corporate was not helping. COVID was not ending, because then that happened and COVID still went on for like a year and a half after that. Like we were still in COVID. Everyone remembers. Like it was that he had outside stuff going on, so it was just like I think it was just
like personal
stuff going on with his own.
And like time. Even having any type of your own business, it's like an extra level of if you're having personal issues, there's just an added level of stress
every time, and then like that stress is then getting put onto the business as well, because then it's like part of the stress. Is
sometimes
like,
you bring it.
You know, and it's like, well, this is the work.
Unfortunately,
and I think all those things just just led to him making like one decision after the next, that just like it just like crumbled on itself.
Yeah, it's kind of like that movie Falling Down, where it's like you don't realize that you're becoming the bad guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just like all stuff happens, and it's like,
and part of it's to blame is corporate, because they weren't
doing anything.
They weren't doing anything.
It was like come in and he was vocal. He was vocal every time there was interaction between him and corporate. It was like him being like, "Y'all don't help us." Blah blah blah. Like
I did see some of the messages. It was pretty freaking aggressive, but it made
there
sense.
Are
there was some that was a little too much.
And you gotta know that was at the end.
Yeah,
there was like there
was already a history there.
You know what I mean? Like the sword had already been open for a while, and like it just kept escalating. Yeah, at the end, there was no relationship really to be had between corporate and our location. It was very aggressive. There were some crazy messages, but even at the time, like I saw some of those messages too. Like I had to proofread one of those messages. At the time, within our store, that was like, yeah, they deserve this, right? Because as an employee, we didn't talk to corporate. We just had like the experience of the lack of communication from corporate of what came in. So this stuff would come in, and it's like if you saw this whole story, like you couldn't blame the guy. Yeah, all this stuff went down, and it's just like
I talked to the manager that we know, and that was Mickey Mouse's manager at the time, and to this day he kind of feels a little guilty about what happened to Mickey Mouse, because I know that Mickey Mouse probably feels that like the manager did like a whole conspiracy thing with corporate, but he was just reporting the numbers. He was reporting the numbers. He had no intention of anything happening. And corporate just came in, just boom.
Yeah.
But, and if he ever wants to put his side of the story and give more detail, because I'm guessing, like, as the manager, he had more phone calls with corporate.
Yeah. He would actually have to talk to corporate.
And, he probably knew the details of what corporate was going to do when they showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things, like, at the time, too, like, that's because I'm saying, like, I was informed that they were coming. I was like, yeah, corporate's probably going to show up.
But did you know what they were going to do when you were informed?
When the day they were coming, yes. I knew they were.
Beforehand, you're just like, oh, corporate's just making a visit.
Yeah, that was like coming in, and then it was like, I'm there, and it's like, yeah, this is not going to go well. And it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Were you there when they had their spat?
Who?
Corporate and Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, I was in there the whole time.
Oh, okay.
I was told to go home early that day, but no, yeah, we were there the whole time. And let me tell you, that's why I say charismatic dude. There was almost no altercation. There was almost no altercation at all. Like he almost talked his way out of that like crazy. He even took the guy from corporate to go look at his like new location for his like other store he was building. Like that's like he was doing it. He was talking his way through, and then the only reason that like they didn't get to change the locks is because he called the cops, and then the whole thing came down to like, well, whose name is on the lease? His name is on the lease. So why would we give you guys?
We don't know who you are.
Yeah, why would we let you change the lock?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
It's crazy that there's actually a competent police department. That's insane.
They show up and they're like, "What?" Yeah, and he's just like, "What are you guys like? It doesn't matter if I'm here or not. If you guys change this lock while he is
the owner
still the owner,
on the lease,
and like on the lease, like you guys are committing a crime. Like there's nothing about it, right?" So then it was like, "All right, guess we'll settle that." Right. That was my last day working there. Left, and then it like found out it was like, so like. As you know, like he came in the night and like,
so, but then somehow corporate, after that debacle, corporate did get to change the locks.
Yeah. So basically what happened was
and then gave you, the manager and whatever employees were there, new keys.
No.
Okay.
Not how that happened. So basically what happened, like
from what I understood, the manager had a new key for the new locks.
Yeah. So within 24 hours of corporate showing up, he cleared out the whole store, like in the night, all that stuff happened. And was like, okay, like, guess this is how it's going down. And then corporate did then change the locks. Whole thing went down. I didn't have a job for like three or 4 months after that.
Okay.
Right. That was, I think it was like 3 months.
But so, and what corporate claimed was that those products were corporates because of his violations, but Mickey Mouse either went in there and took everything and they were no longer his, but because he still was.
So it's one of those things, you know, where it's
like a weird gray area, right?
They just showed up. They didn't officially be like, hey,
no letters, nothing.
Out, nothing. They just showed up and they were like, going to take this. So it's like legally, I don't know the legality of it, but like you guys didn't show up with a lawyer and say, can't do this. So it's like, it was a very much, from what I understand, like a they say he says type situation where it was like, well, you did break the contract. It's like, yes, well, you never told me that I was being ousted as a franchisee. So from my understanding, I was taking my inventory because the contract had not been cut yet. So like I still owned the store.
I gotcha. Yeah.
You know, that type of thing. So the store shut down, and then the old manager, he was instantly brought on to like, because at the time corporate was still growing, so they were very much like, yeah, we see potential with this location. Like you are still the only Florida store at that time. So it's like, we'll see what we can do and we'll build it back up, right? So then he spent X amount of time with corporate, and I'm pretty sure they built some kind of case against Mickey Mouse. And I don't know if there was like a case where like they testified or anything, but I was specifically asked like if I would stand up and say something. I was like, no, I'm not going to say anything.
Because it's not your fight.
It's not my fight. I'm not being paid anymore. Like, you guys just want me to, as a third party, come in and say some stuff.
Yeah.
That's not happening. So I was like, I'm staying out of this.
And you were like somewhat sympathetic to the situation from Mickey Mouse.
Because it was like, that's a lot of stuff. It's like, that's a man's livelihood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand what he did. I understand all that, but it's like, like I can understand every single decision the guy made that led there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
it wasn't right, but it's understandable because corporate was
it wasn't right.
Corporate was also not doing their job either.
Yeah, and it wasn't right because it was a franchise. It wasn't like it was his business.
Yeah.
Technically, which is something I didn't understand at the time. I was like, okay, like cool. I don't know. I didn't understand how someone could run a business, but it's not their business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, they don't own the brand.
Yeah,
they have to follow the rules of the brand.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, cool. And then like X amount of time later, you know, I was friends with the manager, so like I was in touch with him, and it was like, hey, we're looking to open the store back in like a month. Do you want a job? And I was like, well, I'm currently jobless, so yes, okay, I'll come work. Awesome. I like working with you, so I'll come work with corporate.
And you were a corporate location for how long? 2 years? A year?
No, it was longer than a year. It might have been two or three.
So
we moved during that time,
and so. And there wasn't a lot of crazy stuff while corporate took over, but you did get to communicate a little bit with Ammon and Matt McNeff.
Yeah,
and by the way, we are gonna get to the story because he did get to meet, and he has his own opinions of Brandon and Josh Johnson.
Yes,
yeah, they suck.
I was gonna say I did also personally meet Matt McNeff.
You got to personally meet Matt.
Okay. Yeah, I did personally meet him. He came out one time. I think it was, remember the Beyond the Brick?
Yes, the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yes, they did that interview of the Wesley Chapel location, and I believe Matt McNeff came out at the time to like make sure everything looked nice. Because at the time, right when we moved, and we were a corporate store, like we got the store looking like nice, like as good as we could have it at the time. Right?
Yeah,
like we're coming back. It was like, okay,
that was the first time. Like that was that location in that mall. Like before I actually bought it, because then it was a different location.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there and I was like, man, the walls are really nicely painted and stuff. But to me, I was like, this is kind of sucks because it's pretty damn empty. The floor's
looks
whack.
It was like straight concrete. It looked like an empty warehouse we just moved into.
No happiness, no music
at all. At all. It was like it was cool.
Those cool colors.
Yeah. And then we had like that roped off back area. Where it was just like, we don't have enough stuff to populate the store, so that's just our area.
So I want to ask you, what was your first impressions? Because from what a lot of people told me is that they hated talking to Ammon because he sounded like either really aggressive or but like Matt was the nice guy and people love dealing with Matt that worked for a corporate location. Is that
Yes.
kind of your experience as well, or no?
Yeah, so I've never had any type of communication with Ammon McNeff.
Okay.
But I've talked with Matt McNeff like once or twice, and yeah, like every time I talked to him and like met him, like very nice guy, very great, like always seemed like he was on the up and up. It was like, yeah, you know, we just want to like build a location. Like he was the owner, came out to a corporate location to like as the owner of the franchise, like help make it look nice for this thing. Like once we were a corporate store under corporate, like my manager was always reporting directly to the McNeffs. Like it was everything was very hands-on. And at that,
it's a corporate location.
Yeah, it was a corporate location, and it was like, oh man, like, which is why later down the line, when you know everything happened, was like, oh, we're gonna be a corporate location now. I was excited because I was like, I remember being a corporate location. It's free money. Like,
yeah,
it's free money.
Doesn't
like,
matter if you sell or not; they're gonna pay you.
You just gotta do your job. And yeah, so like as a corporate store, it was very uneventful. Very uneventful. Like I think that it all blends together. Probably a corporate location for about 2 years, and then at that time it was really just do your job. There was no like, because we were a corporate store, there was no like ambition. Like there were sales goals. Like one good thing for me personally when corporate took over is like you meet these sales goals and like everyone gets a raise.
Yeah,
and it was like blah blah X amount of time, and I mean we blew through those in like I think like the first 6 months. So like I wasn't getting any more raises after that. But like that was nice. But other than those sales goals, there was no like ambition or anything for like the business to grow. It was just like, yep, clock in, do your job, go home. That was it. And it was just like, as long as it's a corporate location, corporate will just keep funneling in stuff to like make the store better, which is when we got the Toy House deal. And then it was like, all right, we have the corporate credit card. And then I think we had to make a minimum purchase.
Yeah. It was like $3,000 a month or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Something like that.
On this Toy House stuff. And then that was really started filling up the store. And then that was when it started going downhill. Because then it'd be like, yeah, you know, now we have this stuff. But the profit margins on this deal was like 5%. So it was like if we bought a set for $22, we'd sell for $25. And that wasn't enough. So then that's when things really started to take a turn from like a focus on like the brand to a focus on like the business. Because that's when, like, as you know, when you first came in, like we had to overprice new in-box sets. Like they'd come in.
Yeah, and I got pissed.
Yeah, and you come in and be like a $30 set at like the Lego store would be like $35 at our location. I'm like, well, why is that? And it's like, oh, you know, like, because we can't keep up with like the big stores and all that. And it's like, no, man, it's because we made a crappy deal on this business deal just so we could have new unboxed Lego sets.
And you remember what I told you?
I do not.
F that. Change all the prices.
Change all the prices. But that was a good day. That was a good day when I just like, there you go.
Like make all this fair exactly as it is on Lego.com, retail priced. We're not doing that bull crap.
Yeah.
So, all right. Do you remember your first impressions of me? Because like I came in, just to give you guys a little bit of background. I came in just as a customer to talk. I had this big giant truck. I was power washing. I was roofing at the time, and then the manager was like, this place is for sale, because when I went in there, I was like, this place sucks. Yeah. And I wanted to ask all of you guys, like, how is this place alive in this really nice mall? Because there's no way you guys are making money.
Yeah.
And then the managers told me like, hey, it's for sale. And I'm like, shoot, let me get in contact with corporate and see what's up.
Not from the first time you came in, but from when we told you it was for sale. I think you owned the store within like, what, 30 days?
Yeah, I was pretty fast with it. Yeah. I think maybe a month and a half.
Because then you started coming in like almost every day for like probably a week or two. And you'd be like, here's this guy Gabe. Here's this guy Gabe. He's like looking at stuff. And it would just be like, I know you would come in a lot while I was there and be like, can I take measurements? Be like, go for it, bro. Like,
yeah, I like tape measure. I'm like, I need to make a bunch of calculations. How's this gonna go? And yeah, corporate wasn't too happy.
Yeah,
but yeah, they were like, what are you doing? You don't even own the place yet. I'm like, if I'm gonna own the place, I literally want to know every square inch of this place.
And like, you know, the previous manager would talk to me. He'd be like, you know, why do you let him do that? I'm like, if the guy wants to buy the place, like, what do you just want him to show up with a check? Be like, I want this store.
And I would just ask questions. I wasn't like, hey, yo, show me all the financials and show me all the money in the safe and stuff like that. I was like, you don't know who I am.
And then
it's like, I'll get that from corporate, but you guys need to, like, I just want to ask you questions, and that's it.
And then you and me had conversations on, like, you know, how the store was doing it, and, like, you shared your vision with me. Like, well, I want to do this and this, and, you know, maybe, like, get rid of some of this.
Yeah, because I wanted to, I talked to you, and I talked to Mr. Daredevil. Won't say his name. Good guy. He really loved Daredevil comics, so call him Daredevil.
I don't.
Yeah, you suck. You suck, dude.
I can't relate. I'm not blind or
up,
devout.
dude.
What is he? Christian, Protestant,
Catholic.
I was raised Catholic.
It's a beautiful comic. Okay.
Sure.
Daredevil's awesome. Just shut up.
Let's get back to the
interview, you stupid bastard. Let's get back to the interview. All right. But anyways, Daredevil, and I would talk to him, and I wanted to get your guys' expertise from, like, what you saw, right? And I think I even gave you guys lightsabers because you guys were just so cool.
I got that lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I remember you guys turned off, like, I was driving away in that giant truck, and then I just saw you guys turn off all the lights in the store and started.
Yep.
Started
and then
dueling.
we fought in the parking lot with them later too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. That was a good day.
Yeah, they just seem like good guys. I'm like, oh man, I have these Ultra Sabers lightsabers. Let me just give it to these guys. I'm not doing anything with them. They seem pretty solid. But yeah, so that when I came in, you had this favorite employee, and she was apparently the best.
Yes, that was why I was so on board with the takeover. I was like, oh, this is about to be a great day for me.
Yeah. So the manager and I had talks about this girl that worked there, and he was like, yeah, she's kind of useless and doesn't really do much. Actually even hurt the store, and was like, would have political arguments with customers.
She had a near screaming match with a customer over their political opinions. Yeah. Which, you know, I'm like, you can have whatever opinion you want on whoever's in charge in the government right now. I understand. When you as the employee do not represent yourself when we are paying
that's
you,
normal. Yeah.
You know, like, that should be, I feel like that should be an easy concept to grasp, that, like, oh, I'm working here, like, all my opinions don't really, I mean, we have our customers that we can say whatever we want with, you know.
Yeah.
That's how it is. But, like, day to day, like, your opinion is you like Lego. That's your opinion. If someone tells you that they hate blah, 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 it's like, that's crazy. Have you seen this Lego set? That should be your response. Oh, that should be your response. Yeah. Not, actually, you're a big dumb idiot, and this is why. And then you go on a tirade.
Yeah.
In the middle of the store.
There's a lot of customers that weren't happy with that particular employee.
Yeah.
So I come in, I'll lay it down some groundwork, and pretty much everybody other than you were either fired or left.
Yep.
So with that,
that Christmas, just me and you.
Yeah, I come to the store, man, it's fully staffed and everything, and then, like, in a matter of a month, just everybody bam. Yeah. Yep. So one was fired. I talked to the manager. I'm like, do you think we should keep this person on? And then I was like, hey, Christmas season's coming up. There's seasonal hires. I don't want to, like, leave this person without a job, but I think you should make the decision, because if you fire this person right now, this person has the potential to go get a job right now.
Yeah.
But, like, and, you know, the manager was very nice. He's never fired anybody before. And I was like, brother,
that was a hard thing for him.
You're my manager, and I need you to understand, like, you got to make decisions that's best for the business. And if you're telling me that from your experience, this person is kind of, like, literally not only worthless, but has tried to damage the business multiple times, what do you think the decision should be? And then he was like, yeah, she should be fired. And I'm like, all right, go do that. And he was like, wait, but I got to do it by myself. I'm like, yeah, you're an adult, you know, like, just go handle that. Yeah. And then somebody was pissed because she was fired. They left. One of them, which we are, like, somewhat friends now, don't really hang out or anything, he left in a really crappy manner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I mean, like even today I'm so confused. That was such a weird.
I just think at the time he was very immature and thought that things worked a certain way, and you know he made that decision, and it was just like, oh, you're just not coming in no more. That's crazy.
That was a crazy day. It was like, but
like,
I'm not coming to work.
We had
word like today.
Yeah, like today, no, like ever again. And I'm like,
oh,
that's insane. Like, yeah, but we had our conversation, and I let him know about how much that's very improper and unprofessional, all that stuff. But like, we were chill after that because I know how to talk to people and not try to destroy them.
And he was still came in. He was still
he would come in even at the second location. So okay, I remember you telling me that you thought a lot of the business decisions that I was making like made 0 sense.
Yeah. At the start, yeah.
But then, literally in the first month, what happened?
Man, that was a good Christmas. Yeah, I remember one of the first thing I think you ever said, like, we're changing, like, no deals ever.
Yep.
Like, we're not doing any sales except maybe Black Friday, and that was like even that was like, eh.
Yeah, because I was like, if we just provide quality service and keep everything as a fair price, like we don't have to make deals.
Yeah.
Like this, we're not gonna.
What do you know? He was right.
Yeah. He was like, oh, but this customer's been coming. No, you don't give him a deal. That's the price. And if he wants to buy it, he'll buy it. If he doesn't, no. That's just how we're going to do things. And then our sales skyrocketed.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time we were like, I disagreed with you for the first 3 months, but every month has just been on the up and up. And we made more money every month than we ever have on that month in all the years you've been there.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
I know I'm hyping myself up a bit, but you know.
Are we going to get to when they call you the...
Oh, Big Mac?
The Big Mac?
I was called the Big Mac at one point.
there is a letter. There is a physical piece of paper somewhere where he is legally called the Big Mac by corporate.
Yeah, so we had a month that I think before even I got in there that month, the highest they ever made was around 42,000 in that month. And then in a year's time, we did $80,000 in sales on that month. So from 42 to almost doubling it. And then they sent out a letter. And then when we were moving to the other location, because I would provide millions of ideas to corporate. I'm like, we should do this. These are the kind of tables we should create. I think we need to stop doing these things. I was very vocal. And somebody from corporate who's no longer in corporate worked like hand in hand with Matt and Ammon McNeff, sent out a recommendation letter, and they said if they could sum me up, I was the Big Mac to their McDonald's. It was a high praise for like I was riding high for like a month,
and from this person that was actually, I don't know who he's talking about. Very high praise. I think do they run?
I think they're currently a manager today. Bricks and Minifigs. I don't know if it's like in Oregon or Washington. I forgot where they moved to, but it was in Utah. And then him and I believe it's his wife or his fiance. I don't know. We haven't been in contact, but he went and ran a location. Yeah,
but at the time, like I don't think you could be at the manager or higher level in Bricks and Minifigs without knowing this guy.
Yeah.
Like everyone
knows. And he doesn't give compliments very often. So
at all. Yeah. He was a very like strict, like he was a nice guy. I'm not gonna, it wasn't like a mean person, but it was like he showed up, it was like it's about the job and then I'm leaving. Like that was the relationship he would have with stores. And like that, I mean, I worked at Bricks and Minifigs for 7 years. That was the first time I ever heard him say that about anyone. Ever.
Yeah. So the Big Mac, yours truly. All right, so things went well. I know you were frustrated for a long time because
I mean, changes change.
Changes change, but you also, I wouldn't hire anybody unless I thought they were phenomenal.
Yeah. So I mean, it was probably after that last employee left during the holidays. It was you and me for 6 months.
Yep. About 7 months.
7 months. Me and him, because this guy was like crazy idea. He was like, I'm not going to hire someone unless they're perfect for the job. And it was like, what are you talking about, dude? I need someone to stand at that counter. And I was like, nah, we can wait. And then that wait lasted 7 months. And then we got 2 pretty good employees.
As soon as he was hired, he went through a really rough time. He almost lost a nut.
That is not a joke.
That is not a joke. He went to the hospital. Everything. He bought a ring to propose. Caught his girl cheating. You know, I won't say his name. He's a super solid guy.
This is within a week.
Yeah,
this is within a week of us hiring him.
The entire week, and I was very sympathetic to his situation. I think we kept him on for around 2 months.
Yep.
And we had conversations when it was getting really bad, and then I had to make the decision to fire him. And he still came in and hung out with us because
he understood.
Because he understood. I wasn't like, you're the worst person ever. It's like, dude, I can't. Like, I was trying to help you out as much as possible. You know, I would be okay if he was coming in late. I try to, like, you know, give him some leeway. But it came to the point where it's like, okay, you're getting very distracted when you're even talking to customers. Like, he'll space out and things like that. I'm like, okay, this isn't really good. And then I try to put him in the back to, like, clean sets and be like, okay, until he gets on his feet. But then, you know, as you know, the whole situation, we parted ways, and then he would still come in after. He actually messaged me the other day that he's glad that I left Bricks and Minifigs. I'm like, I didn't leave on my own accord.
Yeah, not the
in hindsight, it's a good thing. But yeah, so yeah, I hired this guy. We won't name him, but he's actually trying to get a job in law enforcement here in Florida, and
guy.
Yeah, super solid guy, awesome guy. And I don't want to hinder any of his progress. We won't say his name, but he knows who he is, and he is awesome. Yeah. But yeah, so we did really good our first year. You know, we made more money than ever before.
Yep.
One of my, like, deals with all the employees, instead of commission, I'm like, if we do $80,000 in sales, every month I give you something. I'll pay your cell phone bill for a whole year that month, and then
almost there.
And then the next month, I will give you a year pass to Universal, then a year pass to Disney, a year pass to Legoland. Whatever. I will always give any reward that was of high value. You know. Yeah. And then we pretty much did 80,000. I think we were like, you know, $10 away or something.
79,
like that.
Dude. 79. Like, we just had to make one
like
sale.
900 something.
And we would have been going to Universal.
Yeah. But then, you know, like, I was like,
all right. Then the lady talked her husband out of buying the Eiffel Tower.
And the other employee was pissed.
Yeah, that was a great day.
Yeah. But regardless, like, even though we didn't hit like that exact number, I think I gave every employee $1,000, was it?
Yeah. I got my Christmas bonus.
Yeah,
I was like, all right. That was like, thank you.
Yeah, like, good sales. Here's $1,000. Okay.
Touched my soul.
So, do you remember we got the whole place set up? There was a TV. I'm gonna take somebody to jiu-jitsu tomorrow, but we got the TV in, and then you saw me. The security guard gave me a letter. Remember that?
Oh yes. Yes. Yeah. Right after. What was that? Like 2 weeks after saying how much they value our store and how we're not going to go anywhere. And it's
they were like hyping us up, telling us, like, this is like a very valued store. We love that Bricks and Minifigs is in this mall. And then I get a phone call, and you saw me with the phone call from the lady that quit corporate from the mall, and then told me what they were going to do, which I've already said here before. But then we within that time span, we moved, and we had a full staff. I think at the time I hired Dom Narius, I hired Eddie, Alcides, and I forgot the other guy's name. Remember the
Michael?
Yo Mama, that guy.
Yo Mama, wasn't that Eddie?
Really, he looked like Ezra Miller.
Oh,
you forgot about it?
Oh, Ezra Miller. Oh man, yeah. Wow. No, I forgot about him.
We started calling him Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I mean, he only worked with us for like. Yeah, wow, I totally forgot about him. Yeah, what a character.
Yeah. So okay, we go to the next spot, and we really made it our own.
Yeah,
really designed it very nice. Like what?
Such a great location.
What did you think about that? And like I know everybody was skeptical because
we moved.
It's behind, like from the highway.
Yeah, and behind the highway, we're talking like we're in a plaza, no sign on the. Like, when you go to a plaza and it's like, here the business is here, no sign on that.
Yeah, the mall was pretty petty. They threw away my sign.
Threw away the sign. Yeah. Yep. And it was like, we moved. It was like, can we just get the sign?
We moved, and I couldn't get the sign because they were painting the mall.
Yes, that's right.
And then they covered the sign to not get paint on it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I just have to wait. And then as soon as they were done painting, I go over there, no sign. And I think the owner of Monster Games gave me a call. I was like, I saw your sign in the trash and like all beat up and stuff. I'm like, great. Now I have to file that. So that sign already had permits attached to it, so I could actually just transfer it over. And then, as anybody knows who owns a business, a retail space, or just a physical location, permits suck. They take forever.
Evil.
And they won't let me hang up anything. To eventually, I just like printed out this giant sticker.
Yep.
And just like flattened it on the freaking wall. But we moved. We had no marketing. We had nothing. Like we had to. I think we got it up and running in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got the letter, I had to cut off all marketing.
Yeah.
So we dropped sales quite a bit, but still it was high. Right. And then we moved to the other location. My parents help out. You guys help out. Clean up the space. And we were going at it actually pretty solid trajectory. Like even with like people not knowing that we moved.
Yeah. We had zero marketing. No way to find the business. We didn't even we opened in 2 weeks, but we didn't even have our official grand opening until
May 25th.
May 25th. And I mean, even that time, we still had people coming in. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, wasn't a lot of foot traffic was abysmal because that's just how it was.
Well, yeah, like with it, nobody knew that we moved.
Yeah,
a lot of people just assumed we shut down, and then Google was
atrocious. Every week, it'd be like businesses closed permanently, businesses located somewhere else, and
we would call Google to switch the address. They would switch it for like a day.
Yep,
and then for some reason they put switch it back to the mall.
Like, actually it's this, and like, actually it's not.
I think for the whole year we talked to Google like 3 times a week.
Oh yeah, it's like, did you call Monday morning? Did you call Google? It's like, okay, let me make my call. Like it was every week.
Yeah, I made you call. I made so many other people call. I called a crap ton. I think they eventually blocked me because I was like getting super pissed, and then I had to like pick up another phone and call them.
That's insane.
I'm like, dude. Yeah. Why do you guys keep doing this? Like, I've sent you all the paperwork to confirm we switched locations, blah 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 blah, and it was annoying.
But like once that location got up and running, we had those beautiful display cases. We had like wall to wall, like even like moving, like we had wall to wall sets almost entirely when we moved. I mean, I guess we did have a lot of new in box because we still had some leftover stuff. But I mean, used sets. Ever since
we filled it up hard, like
it was great.
Again, buy, sell, trade. Like I wanted to be part of the community, so I cut off all vendors and only would do business with the community. Yeah,
it was buy, sell, trade. Like, and every time we got a big influx, it'd be like maybe some guy was like that one guy that wanted to sell his storage unit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, cool.
I went in there and then just signed him a check and then cleared it out.
Yeah, and then it was location was great. The bulk tables.
I did go through piece by piece, set by set, and everything. I did my due diligence.
that was like I want to say like weeks you guys were in there.
Well, yeah, like I'm not gonna just take somebody's word for it. I need to look at every single detail.
Parting some of it out. Yeah, I remember that.
Because there was some things that he had a spreadsheet. There was some things that were like, oh, this you put the new in box price, but this is actually built.
Yeah,
I can't like give you that price, the percentage off that price. I need you to get a percentage off this price.
Yeah.
It's very understandable. Kind of a strange interactions happen.
Yep, I remember something about those.
Yeah, but like
good business deal.
Us, like, and the one employee that was going through a rough time was there too.
Yes,
almost left some things around. I'm like, dude, you do not open your mouth when we're here. But okay, yeah, like and I would go out and like look for deals. I would go out, make deals with other store owners. I would like fish
I'm
at
like-
Facebook Marketplace, whatever I had to do to fill up the store and get good deals. Like I would,
Yep.
and you guys would just hold it down. And one thing I taught all of you guys was I wanted you guys to have the same knowledge as I had, so that you can run the place on your own and everything is solid.
Yeah.
But and for if you ever wanted to open your own business, you had the knowledge to do so. Not the experience, but the knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So I was very transparent with you and the other employee. Not all my employees, but I was extremely transparent with you and the other employee.
Yes. Yeah. At no point while you were in charge there was no question of like, what are we doing? Like, you always informed us of what you were going to do, either like right after you confirmed it was possible, or like while you were thinking about it. Be like, I think I'm gonna do this, and then you plan it out and be like, yeah, we can do this, and like we do it, and be like, oh, okay, cool. And then you would tell us like, and I remember your big thing was like, I don't care if we're doing something, I just want to know why. So you'd always like meticulously explain to us like every business deal you made or any like decision, like we're doing this and it's because of like X, Y, and Z we're doing it. And it's like, if that doesn't make sense to you, like tell me and like we can talk about it. And be like, you're always very transparent with the business, which is also like part of the frustration at the beginning. And then like why it was like so great working with you later, because it would just be like, yeah, like the dude's never lied to me. We're gonna do something. Like I have no reason not to trust him, which is like why like, because I mean we'd have multiple conversations like, yeah, I think I'll probably leave like by the end of this year, and then I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't.
I think like
probably
four
3,
times.
yeah,
like you're
easy.
like, oh, I'm gonna look for this internship and I'm not gonna be here. I'm like, dude, like I love having you here. Do you think you could like work like twice a week?
And be like, maybe.
And then like I give you that leeway and you're like, actually I didn't get the internship, can I start working 40 hours again? I'm like, yeah,
all right,
there
cool.
you go.
Well, it works out. I'm like, man, and it was always like, you're always very understanding. What was the thing you can what is it you can forgive? Ignorance, you can't forgive incompetence.
Yeah, I would say that all the time.
Yeah, say all the time. Yeah, and it'd be like, yeah, as long as you weren't like an idiot, like you were always very understanding of the employees' problems.
Yeah, when I saw somebody that was just like an idiot, and he could confirm this, I have a really hard time hiding my face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And unfortunately, that happened with a few customers where like they would say something and I would look at them like they were the dumbest person on the planet.
Let me interject here real quick. He doesn't hate you as a person. He hates your brain.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh man, it was funny because like I didn't even know, you guys would point it out like, dude, you were looking at that lady like,
you look at them like they just like walked off like the face of the planet. Be like, what are you? So funny. Oh,
yeah, I'd
man.
be like, yeah, no. And then, you know, some people, we had some characters walk in there and I'd be like, hey bro, are you wearing a dog collar?
Oh man, yeah, dog collar.
Like if I was curious, I'd just ask.
Yeah, I can walk.
And I remember you and the other employees' reactions. You're like, oh
yeah, just,
why?
And then he was that kid was so nice about it. He was like, yep. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's
woof, woof, bro. And I'm like
word.
Does it shock you? Like, what's this for?
Just for the feel.
Yeah.
just to wear the.
Yeah, I just love the feel of it. And then like, I don't know if the other guy was like, come on.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was definitely remember. The relationship though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
oh.
I'm surprised one of y'all don't got a leash.
Oh, we saw that later on.
Yeah, that's right.
He came back with a leash. I'm just glad they didn't walk on all fours. I would have kicked them out if they were walking on all fours. I'm like, hey guys, whatever you guys are into.
This is a children's store.
This is a toy store. Families come in here.
Y'all gotta go.
This is disgusting. Get out of here. But yeah, I don't care what you're into. Don't act like an animal around me, because then I'll treat you like one, as he knows.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy to say that.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so things are going well. I make the deal. The hurricane happens.
Yes.
And then the second hurricane happens in like the next week.
Yep.
And then you can't even get to the store. Like the road is flooded.
Yeah, roads are flooded. We were closed for I think just one day. Then we were closed for like 1 or 2 days.
No, like there was like a whole month we made zeros. Well, we were closed for a week.
Oh yeah.
Because also the other employees couldn't get to the location.
Yep.
Because I believe he lived past Brandon, and then on the way down that road, pretty much where
fully flooded. Yeah, none of them could come
flooded.
to work. I think I was because I was the closest one.
Yeah.
Besides you, but you were.
Yeah, and
not in the country.
One thing about retail is like if nobody can get to places, they'll eventually start ordering from Amazon because it was getting close to Christmas.
Yep.
And ordering online and things like that. So we knew we were going to take a hit. We didn't know we were going to take a big hit because we even called other stores that weren't affiliated with Lego or Bricks and Minifigs, but were a mom and pop shop, and they had the same thing for like a month and a half. There was no sales. Like people wouldn't risk it, and even after the hurricane, there was just like a lot of rain, and people were worried about going out.
It was like it's gonna happen again, and it was that was the that month you were gone, brutal. It was just like there was no one in. It was like back to back hurricanes. Like no one was leaving their house. Like it was awful.
And now we're getting to the Brandon and Josh situation.
And then back half of December?
No, it was November. Where like mid-November. And I told you my plan.
Yes.
And I'm going to call him. And like we still have money. I think I showed you my bank account.
Mm-hmm. And it was like we could, because basically the idea was like, if we have to, we could survive.
Yeah, we could survive, but we don't have the money to like put in marketing, like a big marketing campaign that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
To make sure that we made $1 million in sales that year.
Yeah. There were like, with what we were left, there was no way to generate new business by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then at that time it was either like, well, we have this money, so we can either like keep this for like trades that come in and like paying the employees or nothing. And we're like, I mean, that was where we're at. So I mean, you were
and then I could pay rent and everything.
Yep. Like,
that will like, and that's if we stay on the same trajectory. Like, if no emergencies happen, we could survive like for 8 months.
Yeah. But
I didn't want to just survive. I wanted us to really push through and keep an emergency fund, because that's just the smart thing to do.
Yep.
But so I was like, okay, this is my plan, is to bring on an investor.
Yep.
And then he'll have partnership. He'll be a silent partner, but he'll come in every now and then. So I'm going to call corporate. They said no. And I think you also were just there for part of some of the phone calls, weren't you? Like, bring you into the office and like just sit there and like listen, and then you tell me if I misconstrued things. And I trusted this guy quite a bit. Still do. Super honest guy. And then I think I consulted you first. Not to put any blame on you. I was like,
it was a good the deal that was presented to you was a great deal.
No, that I created.
Oh, you created that deal?
Yeah, remember I was the one like, this. They're not letting me bring an investor. Like, this is what I'm thinking. I sell the store back to corporate, and I put some money in my pocket, and then I stay on as a manager. But then I buy it back in 6 months' time, because I still wanted you. Like, you were still trying to figure out the internship stuff.
Yes.
And then I'm like, during that time, I want to focus on the marketing plan, and I don't want to focus on retraining really loyal employees.
Yeah. Because
my sales training was very extensive.
Yeah.
You got pissed a few times.
Training was like, for me it was less because I had already been working there, but it was like, that was intense. I mean, for the new employees, it was like they were on training for like a month. And it wasn't like, training wasn't a set amount of time. Training was until you could be trusted on your own. Like, when I am done with you, you will be a molded statue in my likeness. Basically. Like, you are now a mini me.
Yeah, well, like, everybody that was trained by me, you guys all had average tickets above $70.
Yep.
And that's what I did when I was at GNC. And I loved it when you and the other employee were competing that 1 month.
Yeah. We competed that 1 month, and that Eiffel Tower is what kept me that win.
Yeah.
Cost
I was so happy because I just had to sit back and watch these two numbnuts just get pissed. Like, no, I'm gonna get more sales today than you. Oh no, I'm gonna do it. I'm like,
go ahead and sit here, bro. Watch your master work.
And also the other thing, I was very clear of my role and your guys' role. I'm like, put it simply, you guys have to make the sales. You guys have to show the people the sets and really give them a good experience. And your goal should be, even if they don't buy a set, they can leave with a smile.
Yeah.
If they don't buy anything, they leave with a smile. My job is to make sure I get people into the store. That's not your job. I'm the one that has to do the marketing, social media, get the right teams, get people in there, and then you take care of the people that I send you.
Yeah.
So,
which worked out very well.
Yeah, like
the people.
I remember that, like, corporate, I think, told you guys, like, hey, share social media with your friends, make videos.
Yeah, do all that. Yeah, they really wanted us, like, it's like, yeah, we should start doing this. Like,
It's like, isn't that your job? Shouldn't you pay a marketing team to like
what do you do then? Like, what do you do if all you're telling us to do is do your job?
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, it made no
yeah. Yeah, that was stupid. But so I present the plan and I let you know about it. I remember what you told me, like, I think this is a solid.
It was a good plan. Yeah. It was very, like,
you think corporate would have come up with that plan? How dare you? Very disappointed in you.
Yeah, it's my fault. I put too much on them. Yeah, because I mean, it was a good plan. Like, it did leave you vulnerable, which they obviously took advantage of. But it was like, yeah, you know, like this, and this.
Yeah, like at the time, like, I thought we all had a really good relationship.
Yeah, it was like, yo,
I was Big Mac.
You were Big Mac, dude. And it was like, guys, Big Mac is struggling a little bit. Big Mac needs some help. Big Mac want to give business back for a little bit, and then Big Mac buy back business. Simple plan. And it was what Big Mac didn't know is that they wanted to take Big Mac's butt. That's what Big Mac didn't know. And then they ran through you horrifically within like 30 days. 30 days this business proposal being made. He was like, foolproof. We got this. They were like, no, you don't got this. We got you. And then they diddled you.
Yeah, they molested
that was back. That was I remember that came in and it was just like, it's over.
Yeah.
It was like, man, yep. Yeah, I mean how long we spent, like, what, a week taking that inventory for the store?
So I did the inventory, then I decided you to do the inventory, not show me the numbers.
Yep. And he was like, what do you come up with?
And like, just let them know what you came up with, and then I made every employee do inventory on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And see what they came up with. And I was like, leave things out because, like, we're not going to count every single piece that's been separated and all these rare pieces that's like, this piece is $80. Like,
it's like as generic as possible.
Because like that stuff, like, we can negotiate later if we don't come into a set price where me and Brandon and whoever else can all collect together and be like, well, let's do an inventory count together and I'll show you how much more valuable this store is than just like the basics that you wanted for inventory, right? So yeah, like, everything's going good and Brandon comes in. What was your first impression of Brandon? Because I think like, I got to meet him and then he really wanted to have conversations with you and the rest of the staff.
Super nice guy. Like, you meet Brandon for the first time and he's just like this super likable. He's like a teddy bear. You mean the first time, he's like, yeah, blah, blah, I'll tell you all this
And what's
stuff.
your feelings about him today?
That dude is a snake. Wolf in sheep's clothing, yo. I think...
I've used that term so much that's, like, implanted in your head.
I think that if he was stuck in the desert with someone and they saw a well, like, a mile away, he would kill them so he could have the well for himself. Like I don't think that dude... Because him and Josh, their whole, like, business practice was, like, good cop, bad cop, which is the only way it could work, because Josh is, like, a sociopath, like Dexter. Like, that dude is insane. And then...
And we'll get to when you first met. I think you met him before I did, because he came in on my day off.
He just came in.
Yeah.
That dude's insane. Brandon was, like, which already should have been a huge red flag if that's your business partner, like this totally unhinged dude, and then your role in the partnership is like damage control, I guess, because like
it wasn't even damage control. He just came in and was like, yeah, I'll be the guy that that's running this place.
Yeah, you
and
know, it's
so
like-
I'm the new owner.
It's like we'll be very hands off, and, you know, we're just gonna like make sure you guys get. It was very like he came in. It was all assurances. It was like, we got you. Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. Like, we're doing this deal that Gabe wants, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And then
I get a letter.
And then you get the letter. Is that still before New Year's? Are we still in 2024?
No, we're still in
point?
December, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we're still in, like, they haven't officially, like, Brandon is there.
Yes.
And then he
had to
stopped
take his
talking to me
inventory.
because he was like, I can't talk to you about any business plans further until you get a letter from corporate's lawyers. I'm like, what does this letter entail? Can you at least give me something? It's like, it's just about, you know, the exchange of the store. I'm like, you mean the sell? It's like, well, like, it will all be in the letter because I was still under the impression that I'm selling the store to them. Yeah.
Which is not what happened. Yeah, that was a rough day. Yeah, so then it comes in that I remember the day you came in. I came into work because I think that happened on my day off. Yeah. And then you were so livid, like, I didn't know till the next day because it was like there was no time to like communicate that. It was like, we're trying to get out of this. So I come in and it was just like they got me.
Yeah.
Like, it was really like, I mean, really, like, there was was there anything you could do?
Well, remember, like, I talked to my lawyers.
Yeah.
Because you and the rest of the staff were like, should we just walk out now?
Yep.
Like, and I said, hold up. First of all, you guys all need to pay your bills. Like, stick with it. It's still a job. I contacted my lawyers, and we don't have to go into my story, but you already know that which lawyers I was talking to and everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is the plan. I got to play nice, and they're going to make me manager. That's what they said. And then I think Brandon even told you that I was going to be manager. Yeah.
That's what I was like. He was like, yep, like, Gabe's going to be running the place, and, like, we're going to be hands off, and, like, that's how we're doing it. And he's going to be the manager of this location. Like, yeah. Okay.
And then I think the first time you were, like, obviously after that you were pissed.
Yeah.
And then
I hate those guys now.
Yeah, and then Brandon comes in with his family, and then you were like,
something ain't right. Something ain't right. Yeah, like, because there was one of those things, like, this whole deal's going on, and then the entire time, like, the impression from Brandon is like, oh man, like, this guy's hands are tied. Like, he always presented himself as like he didn't want to be screwing you.
Yeah, he like tried to appeal to my better nature. Kind of fell for a little bit. It's like, yeah, like, this letter is it's really harsh, but it isn't all that, like, it's just harsh lawyer wording. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so, like, there's still room for negotiation. Okay, so I just got the letter just because, like, that's what they need to do. Cool. Yeah. And then I couldn't, and then it was Christmas time, and I couldn't get a hold of corporate, and you guys knew that, and then things started getting weird. There was no social media post. There was no...
the social media got taken down.
Yeah. Like, it's actually still up. I looked it up, but they just stopped posting.
Oh, they stopped posting it?
And just created their own.
Yeah, just made a whole new Instagram. It was like, we already have one with our followers, so I guess we're going to make a new Instagram.
And they only got like 50 or 100
They only got like 15,
followers.
like nothing. And, like, all the posts were awful. Like, it was just like nothing. It was just like super generic, like bricks and minifigs. It was like none of this, or be like outdated.
They even misspelled a bunch of stuff.
Yep, they did. Yeah, they did.
Said instead of celebrate, they said like come out here if you're celibate.
Yep.
And I was like,
yep.
What the hell is this?
So weird. So it was just like not proofread at all. Yeah, you're right. That I totally forgot about that. That was so weird. Yeah, like, that happened. And, like,
I think it was Carl that pointed that out.
It was Carl, because Carl.
Love Carl.
Love Carl. Only good thing to come out of that at all is getting to meet Carl.
Yeah. Such a good guy.
Yeah, because, I mean, that happened, and then it was like one of the first things that we were like assured of was that, like, oh, you know, we're gonna like bring marketing up, like, get people into this place. No marketing ever. Marketing was a crappy new Instagram that we're not going to do anything with, except advertise a raffle that then no one won. Yeah,
because they just, as soon as people did what they wanted them to do, they just didn't give them any product.
Yeah, they were like, nope.
And remember what it was?
Was it Disney Castle?
It was a UCS sail barge.
UCS, that's right. The
It just
UCS
launched.
sail barge. Yes.
Yeah.
Someone could have gotten a free UCS Lego sail barge.
They were never gonna give it because
and they gypped them.
Yeah.
And they gypped them. They were like, actually, what if you went and effed yourself? Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Nobody got anything from
No one
them.
got anything.
Like they
that.
stole an entire story. Think they're gonna.
Yep. And then like it was just weird because like that started was like, well, we also want to hire like an additional person, and then they made us rehire like one of our old. They're like, got any recommendations?
I'm like, there's a few people that want to work back.
Yeah, and that was it. It was like here are some people that have worked here.
That like the training was gonna be minimal.
Yeah,
like,
and I was like, okay,
I'll just remind them of the sales training if you want me to, and then that's it. Because at least they were impressed with like everybody's average ticket.
yes,
But so while I was there, you know, I would update you guys about the lure stuff, but then you guys would update me that every time I left the store, Brandon had something to say.
oh, every time. Every time he left, it was like, and that was really when it started getting weird because it was like at first, like every time we saw Brandon, it was always like front of the store, and like he was always in meetings, like, oh, nice guy. The second you would leave, it'd be like, so he's like a terrible owner, right? Like he would like you know, like he'd be looking for something, you know. It'd be like, oh, you know, like, so how did he wrong you? Like he didn't. Like he was a great owner, and y'all ripped him out, like tore him out like alive, like y'all obliterated him, and it was like that. And then I guess
Very
apparently,
gentle.
as I found out, I only found out recently that and then when I would leave, he would like crap on me too.
Yeah, like well, he would tell you what would he say to you?
Like he would
that you were his favorite.
He'd be like, yeah, you're such a nice guy, blah blah. Like, man, you're so like cool. Like, yeah, we can't wait to keep you around, blah blah blah. Like all these sweet nothings. It'd be like, yeah, you know, like,
and then just repeat the same thing to the other employee. And then would just regurgitate like all the terrible things he was saying about, like, I guess about you, then about me. He's like, oh, that guy sucks, right? Blah blah blah. And then and then like that stuff kept happening, and then we found out that you were not going to be the manager. And then there was like, actually, we're hiring, and I want to say, I think our other employee told us, because he would confide in that. He would confide in the other employee.
He would confide in the other employee.
This is what's like happening.
Yeah, and he goes, like, we're gonna get a new manager. All that stuff.
And I was like, wait, they just told me this yesterday, but you told like just the basic level employee that I'm not gonna be the manager, but you didn't tell me.
Yeah. He was, and
like the same day you told me I was gonna be manager.
And it only be him. And I have no idea what his fixation was with that employee.
I don't know. Maybe is his chocolate mocha skin? Maybe he was in love with him. I don't know.
I think it was because he was like on paper the least loyal. Because like I had been there. Like you were my my third owner. Like whoa. you were like the third administration at that point.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, well, like, obviously we can't keep this guy around because he's loyal to this guy and he's been around too long.
Which that's actually when I actually bought the store, when corporate told me like, oh, Devin might leave because he's loyal to this manager who's also leaving.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I'm not.
No. And I think you also took pity on me when like everybody just
everyone left, yo. Yeah, I won't lie, I was definitely looking for jobs.
Oh yeah, I know.
I was like, all right, you know, we got this new thing, cool. See what I can find. And
everyone left. Then you did use leverage. I
did use leverage. I was like, listen, man,
if I'm gonna stick around, can you pay me like around $25 an hour?
Man, I was making a nice $20 an hour. That was
no, I paid you 21, I believe.
That was 20.
It was 20?
It was 20.
Sure?
Yeah. I'm definitely sure. Don't worry. Because I was making 15. I was like $5 pay raise. Couldn't even fathom.
Yeah.
So I was making. Oh man, good time.
I'm like, yeah, man. And then I told you, as long as you stay for at least this long.
Yeah. And then it was just you and me. And then I ended up staying like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until the end.
Until the end.
Yeah. So then he was like, yeah. So like him coming in, I already knew he was gonna like me. After that, what happened with that? Because it was like, yeah, like I've been here so long. Like they're gonna think I'm loyal to whoever is currently in charge, and it's like I'm like a roach, dude. I outlive all of you.
Yeah. And then the other employee, he was only planning to stay like for a summer job, and he ended up staying 2 years.
Yeah. He was just like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He just liked us so much.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Okay, so then fast forward a little bit. You know, we're all pissed at the situation.
Yep.
And then Josh comes in.
And then we finally meet the number 2 in, or I guess the partner,
the tree stump, the nub.
Yeah.
The thumb.
The thumb. Yeah, that dude. First day meeting that guy, like,
didn't he just bulldoze in, like, go straight to the back? We don't know who this guy is.
He's like, yeah, you know, I'm partner, blah blah blah. Like, within, I think the first day, the dude destroyed a cabinet, like one of our display cameras. He's like, I want to see if we can move this. After we are telling this guy, you can't move this. It is hooked into the wall, and the back of this display case is basically paper.
And also, there's a bunch of sets in there.
Right? Didn't even take the stuff out. He's like, no, let's see if we can move it, right? Dude moves it like 3 feet, breaks a shelf, tears out the back of the thing. Because it's like, oh, is it plugged into the wall, genius? Is the back made of paper? Did everything we tell you was that could happen to it happen? Yes. Thanks. You just ruined a display case for no reason. That was the first impression of the guy. Right, and we had already had some impressions from what the then manager had told us.
Oh yeah, because Carl told us some stuff about him and how he treats his wife, and things like that,
and stuff.
And he was like, he said that, like, I hate this person as a human being.
Yep. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I couldn't stand him.
Yeah, he's a piece of.
Couldn't stand the guy.
He was actually pissed when he found out that Josh was coming.
He was pissed when he found out, and he was livid when he found out he destroyed that case. He was like, "What are you doing? Like, you are not setting any example as a business owner. Like, you're acting."
No, he would take phone calls and would be like in front of us, like, just talking crap on other employees that were under him, and it's like, just fire her. Yeah, she's worthless, so I don't care.
Yep. Like
she means nothing to me, and it's like, you, first of all, you don't say that about a person and in front of other people that you barely met.
Yeah, who like, work for you. Yeah, and it's like, really, this is like,
so that's how you're gonna treat us.
It's like, so this is how much our management cares about us. I understand. Like, there is no future under these people at all.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like, the only reason we stayed on is because you told us not to quit. Really, it was just like,
I told you guys don't quit.
You know, like, man. Like, I know what's happening to me, money, but like, stick around. It's like, okay.
I want to make sure you guys could still pay your bills. I know you guys were mad at everything, like, with me, and I was really appreciative, like, your loyalty. But I was like, dude, hold up, like, there might be a way out of this. There's still, like, I'm working on a case. I'm working with lawyers, blah 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 blah, and you still got to pay your bills. If you find another job and you leave, then do that. That's fine, but don't leave yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, and then it was just like, man, and if I thought working like under, because that was,
remember they wanted to cut your pay too, and then and then I had an argument with Josh and Brandon, and I'm like, no, you guys can't cut their pay.
Yeah,
like, I'd rather have a few really strong employees and pay them well than a bunch of bodies that are going to destroy this place, which that was their intention. So.
Yeah, they just wanted to like destroy the image of the store and then get out with everything they could, which they did.
Well, you remember, like, it, like, the weird stuff where, like, we would say, like, we need more money for trades. Like, we get a lot of emails in, they never answer emails, and then what they do every time we had a really nice trade, a lot of new inbox. What do they do? So we get
new inbox trade. And then it would be Carl. Carl would come and he would have the most, like, gruesome look on his face. And he'd be like, guys, like, I know we just had this really great trade, blah, blah, blah. And then we would be forced to, like, pack up all this new stuff we got and mail it to, like, their Eugene, yeah, their main store location. And it was very apparent, like, you are just using this store to supply your main location until you bleed us dry. Right? Mm-hmm. And then that was what's going on with that. There was also a few times, like, we'd finally have, like, a lot of cash in, so, like, we wouldn't have to be like, oh, we need money for trades. Be like, oh, we can just do our own stuff, and then they'd find out we were above, like, maybe $2,000 in like the store safe,
or like 5,000.
Yeah, Carl. go ahead and deposit all that into the bank. And it's like, well, what are we left with trades? Like, how are we going to do our trades? How are we going to like pay customers that want to sell to us? It's like, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Like, just go deposit the money and then go back to work. Like, okay, cool. And it was like, that was like what, till April? So like 4 or 5 months.
We had to figure out like how to fill up some of the shelves. Like we remember like where the new unbox section, we put like all the Bionicles.
Yep. Oh man, we had an entire wall of Bionicles.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was beautiful.
It was awesome. But like then they started switching up the store. We had to make a party room.
They cut a lot of space. We had that great couch. We had a great couch in that couch and TV area. And it was like, like we can watch movies. We're going to have, it was really a place for like customers. Cause I mean, you go to a Lego store, like you bring your girlfriend or like maybe like a family comes, like not everyone's going to be into Lego, understandably. Mm-hmm. I mean, realistically they should, because Lego has something for everyone. But they come in, it's like, toys, whatever. Like I want to do this, right? So we had a very nice couch and we had a TV and we would play movies and be like, like our TV show, like we had a Ben 10 playing, some Sonic. We'd have great stuff playing, like Avengers, stuff like that. And they came in, they were like, nah, we're not doing that. And I mean, we had Carl, like the manager, he had to fight. He was like, nah,
to keep the couch.
To keep the couch.
Like, there's a lot of grandmas that bring in their grandkids. They have nowhere to sit.
And they beg. They beg for a chair to sit in.
I remember we put the couch in the party room for a time. And then this sweet old lady came to us like,
yes,
I know the party room's closed off, but can I please just go sit down on that couch? I loved it was in front of the TV, but I don't need the TV. I just need to sit there while he shops. And I'm like, go in.
Yep.
And then I remember Carl was like, why is there somebody in the party room? And then I was like, why don't you go look in there? He's like, yeah, this whole thing is freaking whack.
We'd be like, Carl, like, please, man. Like,
and Carl was awesome. Like he started. Carl was one of the people that were like, tell us like, I don't know where they learned business, but this is insane. Like,
and this guy, have you talked about Carl before?
I've talked about Carl before, very little bit, but that he owned a newspaper, or not owned,
he was a newspaper executive.
And he had over like 10,000 employees or 5,000 employees under him, millionaire
individual who like was like, I'm just gonna run this store like in my I don't want to be retired yet. I want to keep working a little bit. I can do this.
Yeah, and he was really one of the boys. He was awesome.
He was one of the guys. He come in and I mean, he was so sympathetic. He was like, I don't know how you guys are putting up with this. I mean, and by the end there, like Carl's like, what movie are we watching today, Carl? Yeah, because we're not doing no work in this place. And be like, you're right. And then we were just, I mean, there was like probably 2 weeks back to back.
Well, like people stopped going to the store because they cut out all the marketing. Yeah. Not even posting on social media.
Yep.
They wouldn't do anything. There was a point where they wouldn't even call Google and would tell them like, you guys changed the phone randomly. Remember that?
Yep. Got a new phone.
And then and on Google, it's still the old phone. So people are just calling it and then assuming the business is closed.
Yep.
And Carl's pissed and Carl had this huge plan to like make it alive and everything. And
Carl was going out. He was like, he had a whole
schools, going to churches, all that stuff.
He was like, I'm gonna do some like outreach stuff because Carl had the same idea as you. He was like, I'm the manager. My job should be to get people into this store.
Yeah.
And it was like, yes, Carl, yes, you should be doing that. And then it was
Carl. And we trained him because here's the thing, he understood business and it's great, but he never really got into Lego at all.
Yes.
And then so we taught him everything, and it was really nice because Carl and I would bounce ideas off each other. Like he treated me as his equal, which was really great because he said like, hey, like I've never met somebody that understood business like you, and you could take my word for it, but I felt like me and him really connected.
Mm-hmm.
He was pissed at how everything was happening. He was actually the one that called me on the day the store shut down to let me know what was going on. Like, corporate wasn't going to call. Josh and Brandon weren't going to call. But anyways, so you met Josh. Piece of garbage. Were you there when he yelled Waka Waka?
No, I was not there when he yelled Waka Waka. No, I did not have the pleasure of seeing that. Yeah. Josh is like one of those guys, like, if you have half a brain cell when you meet, it's like, oh, this guy's a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell immediately. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain that there's no redeeming qualities about a person, but like, that was him as a person. Like,
Yeah.
I never had one meaningful interaction that was like, man, you know, maybe if you weren't like screwing us, we could be chill. But like, nope, you're like a freak weirdo.
Yeah, like even if you gave me the money, I still hate you. You suck as a person.
Like, yeah, just terrible. It's like he made it his personal mission to just be a piece of crap to people.
Yeah, and thanks for everybody that's still in the chat. I know I'm not reading the chat today, but the interview is still ongoing because Devin was one of the people that came out and helped me clean up the store. So,
oh yes,
what was your call like when the store was? So first of all, before that, do you remember that Josh, like the month before they decided to close down, Josh and Brandon, after they've already demolished the store, destroyed its reputation, destroyed it with customers because they would give crap deals over email.
Yep.
They claimed that they never were the owners of that location.
Yes, they claimed that. That's when we found out that they weren't paying any of our bills and that corporate was actually paying everything.
And then we had to do another W-2.
Yeah, we had to do a whole thing. We had to do all of that. Yeah, because then it turns out like they didn't even hire like the new manager. They weren't even paying him. Corporate was paying him. He worked directly for corporate.
It's because when it was time for Josh and Brandon to start, like, all right, now this is your official store. Like, after they destroyed it, they're like, actually, no.
Yeah, we don't want it.
We don't want it. And then they just had all the good stuff shipped out to Eugene, Oregon.
Yep.
And the money in the safe. And then don't even know if corporate knew.
Yeah, and that was the day before. That was the day before that they officially backed out. And then we were a corporate store for
a month.
Maybe a month maybe. And you know, I was very hopeful when that happened because you know I had been a corporate store before and it wasn't the best thing ever. But like corporate was like, it was always like, yeah, we'll help build you back up.
And but they weren't even involved.
They weren't, and then they weren't involved at all. They were just footing the bill and letting these two destroy us. And then I guess it was like, yeah, where there's no investment for us.
Yeah, when corporate took over, I think we had a month. When Josh and Brandon took over, so we never had a month below 40 grand, I believe. And then when Josh and Brandon took over, there was a month that we only made like 5 grand.
It was atrocious.
Yeah.
It was atrocious. And they were like, what happened? And I was like, you happened, dude. Like, what do you think happened? Like, what do you mean? You like gutted our store. Like, I don't know. You know, you say stuff like that and it's just like, did you graduate high school? Like, is that like, you know, I don't know. It's like, how do you ask that to a person? It's like, man, I wonder.
So, okay. So then, and by the way, it's very hot in the garage. So we are sweating balls out here.
Sweating like crazy right now. I feel like a pig in a roast. Oh man.
As Carl would say, I feel like I've been rode hard and put away wet.
Oh, Carl, this is a kid's store.
Yeah,
you monster.
It was hilarious. I'm like, hey man, when you come out of the back room, take a quick scan, see what's going on out here. Like,
I remember one time, middle of the store, this was talking to me because it came up at some point. Someone was talking about smoking. And I was like, oh, you know, I smoke cigarettes for like a very little amount of time, you know, whatever. And then Carl like chimes in. He's like, oh yeah, cigarettes are terrible for you. Yeah. I smoked cigars for about 40 years until they almost took my balls. And then my doctor made me stop. I was like, all right, dude.
There was like a kid in line.
Yeah, it's just
to like buy their minifigs. Like, what?
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah,
you lost balls?
Like, he was like, yeah, if you didn't know, like, cigars are a huge cause of testicular cancer, you know, and like they almost got me. I was like, cool, man.
Yeah, maybe wait till everybody's out of the store.
This could have been like a back of the house type conversation. Yeah. This kid don't need to know about your balls. Yeah. All right.
Man. So, yeah. So when the store shut down, you got a phone call from who? Carl. And that what was your reaction and to like the store shutting down and everything?
I don't know if you remember this, but you called it. So basically the second corporate took over, you pulled me aside and you were like, because I was like, this is a good thing. Like, I think it's a good thing. I was with Carl. I'm like, we're free. Like, I know you're still screwed, but like there is a light at the end of the tunnel now. Like, we're a corporate store. We can come back from this. Mm-hmm. And then you were like, no, that is not happening. I think they're just going to shut us down. I think that's where this is going, because like this doesn't make sense. And then that phone call happened.
Yeah. My theory was that I think they want me out for some reason,
Yep.
and that they're gonna sell this territory to somebody else who's very interested in the Wesley Chapel, Lutz area.
Mm-hmm.
And since I never signed the letter that the lawyers gave me,
Yeah.
which was like a really good move on my part, or any contracts after that, they I assumed that like that's what they wanted to do, that they sabotaged it to destroy it to sell it to somebody else, but it was just to steal it and ruin me for some reason. And but go ahead on.
Yeah, I got that phone call probably like 7 in the morning, 7:30, 7 or 8 in the morning. I get that call and I'm just like Carl, why you call me? I'm not supposed to be in work for like an hour or two. You're like, yeah, man, don't bother coming in. Like, you can turn in your key and then, that'll be it. Cool. Which is actually crazy because I had borrowed golf clubs from Carl like that weekend. Yeah. So I had possessions of his, and he was like, yeah, man, we're done. It's over. Like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'll get with you later. It's like, we can talk about like everything, but
I'll probably give him a call tomorrow. Just say hello.
I have not reached out to him like since I gave him those clubs back.
You should. He's a solid guy.
I feel bad.
Yeah, his wife is going through some medical things, as like she was going through before too. But it's good to reach out. Like, he's a solid guy.
That's real. Yeah, I should. Yeah. But yeah, he just called me, and I was like, and my first thought was just like, damn, he was right.
Yeah.
Like they got us. And then I think either I called you immediately or you called me, because I was like, I'm sure he's gonna be dealing with the situation. So yeah,
I did.
And then from that moment on, I was like, guess I'm on vacation. I was like, yeah, the amount of video games I played in probably the month after we got fired, insane. Like, insane. I was like, this is the most free time I've had since I was like 16.
Yeah, and then when you start applying for jobs, it was very difficult.
It was awful. I wasn't able to get a job until you hooked me up with Rodizio Grill. And then we worked that together.
Yeah, let's not get into that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was kind of a rough time for
I did my time.
Yeah. Got paid well though.
Especially I made like a band a week.
Yeah, it was awesome,
man. Never saw my house or my bed, but like,
we got paid band a week until I got threatened for well, not threatened, but like I was notified that I owed $500,000.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because you were already working there, and then I asked you to come in and help me clean up the store.
Yep, that's right.
And then we had I'm not gonna say their names. I actually kind of forgot their names. They're really cool. Our employees that would make us cookies and stuff.
Yes.
Or not employees, customers.
Yes.
They made
Lego
us
Ladies
cookies.
of Tampa Bay.
Lego Ladies of Tampa Bay. Hit them up. They're awesome.
I don't know if that's what
they
they're
love
still
Lego.
called, but yeah,
they probably do. And then her husband just like doesn't give a damn about Lego. He just likes his
always got his wife beater on, his basketball shorts. I love that
awesome.
dude.
That guy is awesome, hilarious. And then our other employee came in later, and then actually some people from the restaurant, so we could give them Lego. But when we went in there to clean up the place, what was it like? How did Josh and Brandon and corporate leave this place?
They left it like crap. All the fixtures were still there. Like, it wasn't even swept. Like, there was no effort made to clear out that space at all. The only thing that was taken was inventory. Mm-hmm. Other than that, like, all the fixtures were still there. Floor, like, the place was a mess. It was disgusting. I'm pretty sure there was like still like, because we had that leaking water problem. Like, there was just like water just out in the place.
And food, like Panda Express.
And food. That's right. They had just left food from in the back. They just left food from when I guess they were moving out, and it was like, you guys are pigs. Mm-hmm. It was just disgusting.
And I remember you and I had a conversation about like, how are people going to get their store credit?
How are people? Because that was not nothing. That was not like, for example, we had those Bionicles we talked about earlier. We had a deal with a customer, huge Bionicle fan. We had gotten a couple huge Bionicle trades of just like Bionicle pieces over like X amount of time.
Yeah. And like, we even had like bulk tables of just Bionicles.
Just pieces. Bionicles, yeah. And then basically this guy comes in, like, huge Bionicle fan. I talk him up a little bit, and I'm like, how much you know about Bionicle, man? Like, how much do you really know? Because, like, he had seen the parts one time, and he was like, you mind if I go through there? I'm like, go through it, man. Anything you pull out, put to the side. I haven't sorted it yet. We'll see what comes of it. Dude builds, like, 2 entire sets out, like, full sets out of this bulk. And I'm like, just from, like, almost memory. And then he's like, and he pulls out his little brickling thing. He's like, oh, yeah, I got that. Cool. So I'm like, yo, man, like, this stuff needs to be built. This is, like, thousands of dollars in inventory right here if it's built. As bulk, it's nothing. And he's like, I'm like, I'm just manager. I can't pay you anything, but, like, if you want to do this, we could do, like, a per unit completed store credit basis.
And that's one of the things. We created trust. Like, we would give him bin.
Like, we give him a whole bin to
like
take home.
50-pound bins, 100-pound bins, and he'd take home and he would bring it back. Like, it might not be the best business practice, but
but I mean,
like,
and that's one of the things, if he was anyone
also,
else.
he did have a reward system where we knew where his address was.
We could find him. We
know how to find him.
And if it was anyone else, I'm like, sure, they could take advantage of it, but, like, great guy. But when I say this, the dude had, by the end of this whole transaction, the dude had, like, over the time, because he would really just spend the store credit on the sets he built and be like, can I take? Am I allowed to buy this? I'm like, bro, you built it. Like, I'll just.
Yeah, and I think we gave it to him, like, for, like, half the price.
Yeah, we would always be like a good deal. It was like, whatever. But he would come in. I'm like, he had damn near $1,000 in store credit by the end of that. That's
run. One customer.
One customer, almost $1,000 in store credit in our system. Gone. Did all that work for us, meant nothing. And I mean, like, we made a friend out of it, I guess, like, personally, but, like, professionally, he was totally screwed.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, thanks for doing all this work for us. We are leaving you with nothing. And it was like, that was just one guy.
Yeah. And, like, I try to, like, help out, offer customer service, that I can do. Everybody that came to help out, I gave them bins and bins of Lego. Yep. And
very generous.
Yeah, like, and since that happened, how has your connection to Lego been? Like,
I don't even buy Legos anymore. I have not looked at a Lego set. I mean, since we left.
Yeah, and you started selling them, right?
Oh, yeah.
You started selling your collection.
I had a very, like, so for example, as I said earlier, when I started working at Bricks and Minifigs,
he had a brand new in-box ATOT.
I did have a brand new set. That was one thing I got over my time there. When I started working at Bricks and Minifigs, I owned maybe like 2 or 3 Lego sets over the course of my life. Right? By the time I was done with Bricks and Minifigs, I had like a thousands of dollar collection.
And we had deals of, like, if this comes in and you handle the trade, you could have it, like the Sauron minifigure.
Yes.
I was so pissed that you got to do it.
Yes, that came in. It was like, like, that's mine. But I mean, like, $1,000, and at this point, like, just from trying to, like, stay afloat and make sure, like, I can pay my bills and everything, like, that collection, I still have quite a bit. I have a good portion. I'm like, most of my Witch King. I had to get rid of my Witch King.
Oh, man,
that's brutal. Those are my favorite figs. But, like,
you needed the money.
Yeah, needed the money, and but, like, I mean, I've sold off most of that collection now. The ATOT I got at a very good price. I sold that a long time ago. But I mean, yeah, like, my only experience with Lego has been selling them now. I don't buy them anymore. Like, I think they're cool, but I'm just like,
just a little salty on it.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, I just can't do it. And then even from, like, Lego as a company too, with how they've been doing, like, some absurd prices on stuff. That's just like a person not related to the business. That's just like, y'all are crazy. When the
RecklessBen video came out, because you sent it to me, and I was like, you know what's crazy? I'm FaceTiming him right now. And you're like,
the same party.
We're at the same party, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Actually, the other employee had actually sent that to me first, and he was like, "Dude, check this out." I watched, like, maybe. I didn't even watch the video yet. I, like, went through, saw Brandon in the video, and I was like, went back to the beginning, watched it, immediately sent it to you, and I was like, "You gotta see this." And then you were like, "Already seen it, man." Like, I'm talking to the guy right now.
Yeah. Before part 2 dropped.
Yes, before part 2. I'm pretty sure he sent you part 2, like, before.
He sent me part 2 before before it launched.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. I knew about the problems that were gonna happen, and like some people were gonna conflate certain stories.
But it was like,
but I was like,
wow.
yeah, this is important because now we gotta corrupt like
the
police department.
They got you. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that came out, and I was like, it's fine. Like, it's time. Like finally, the day. Like, I'm not a religious person. There had to be y'all messed up so bad that like divine intervention stopped you. It was like, yeah, we're gonna have to catch you guys now. Like, insane. Yeah, I saw that video. I still haven't watched the second one.
Dude, you'll rabbit hole, brother. You should watch it. It is insane.
But yeah, I mean, I saw the video. It was like yeah, there's like, I mean, is there no end to the victims of these two? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, usually it's like, oh man, like, surely you're the only person that they have robbed of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I thought at the time I was the only one. No.
Nope.
Remember how many Lego YouTubers I tried to message to get the story out?
Yes, and it was always like, no, yeah, because at the time when it happened,
don't say any other YouTubers' names.
No,
I'm not trying to like kill anybody's career.
But at the time, like, especially when it happened, it was like to go to speak ill of Bricks and Minifigs was ridiculous.
It was like damning your channel, your career.
You know, it was like, how could you condemn this small time corporation that's just trying to get Legos out to people? And then
people were mad that I had anything negative to say.
Yeah, they were like,
and I'm like, I have a story, and like, this is,
they're like, you're
I'm
lying,
trying to put this story out there.
Like, and then this guy makes this video and is like smart enough to document all this stuff as it happens. And it's all like, yeah, like you can't make that up. Like,
yeah, and again, RecklessBen, he was not a Lego YouTuber. It took somebody outside of their own community to put this stuff out there and expose this company. And still, that's why I say I would say at least 90% of the Lego community cowards. Just full blown cowards.
I mean, and that's not like I wouldn't say that just about like, you know, just because it's Lego. That's like any, like, you know, same with like people that will, like, you know what I mean, like how many people, you know, that once saw the new Mandalorian movie, you know, it's like, it's any mega corporation like that. It's like, yeah, but they're just gonna eat it up. You know, it's all like,
no, there are the losers that are the fanboys that just eat up everything. That
with Lego,
the company can do no wrong. But with Lego, like, I disagree on that part because I think everybody is hating Star Wars.
At this point, yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah, and but like Lego and Bricks and Minifigs, like, people are not talking about as much as they should be talking about it. Yep. With the influence that they have. And I'm not saying like it needs to be forced upon them or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, there's a dude's life on the line. He's facing 20 years in jail. There's a bunch of crap going on. A lot of people were wronged. And you guys have the ability to do the right thing and put out one video a week about it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that are doing good work, but there's a lot of YouTubers that are just like, I put out one video and that's it. And I want to stay positive, and I don't want to hurt my chances of working with Lego in the future. And it's like, dude,
these guys are.
When are you going to stand up for the good guy? When are you going to stand up for the little guy just because of some money?
It's like, these guys are
like, where's your integrity? Yeah.
Like, these guys are not Lego. Like, these are just two people that have four individuals that have warped the brand. Like, which is unfortunate because Lego is a good product. Like Lego is still a cream of the crop brand, like, when it comes to their products. But like, I can't understand how you're gonna let a toy company's revenue affect like the morality of this situation. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh yeah, this guy, like, life-changing amount of money stripped from him, and you're gonna be like, not my problem, not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna support this brand no matter what. It's like, okay, cool, that makes sense. Yeah, me personally, like, I mean, yeah, I've sold my Legos, but like, yeah, I don't plan on ever buying a thing from a Bricks and Minifigs ever again. I'm planning on going in there for any reason. Like,
yeah. And again, with past owners and people that you've worked with, Mickey Mouse, like, we're not gonna get into any of his personal life or anything like that. I don't think we have any ill will towards people. We hope that whatever he was going through, he overcame it, and whatever issues he had, that he's fixed that. Like, I hope he's doing well. I know that he went through the ringer a little bit, not only with Bricks and Minifigs, but through life in general. And yeah, like, I don't 100% believe all the rumors about him, but I don't 100% discount it. Like, I'm actually interested in what he would have to say. The corporation, I have no more faith in them. I despise them. I freaking hate Josh and Brandon. Like, hate's a strong word. You know, God tells us God tells us not to hate, you know. But I wish them no good deeds, nothing good to them. Let's leave it at that, because I'm pissed.
I think that is generous.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm a pretty generous guy.
Sure.
Shut up, man. You know I'm generous.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, so I want to get into some of the questions that people had for you. Again, if you guys have questions, you could put it in the chat. I'll see if I could get to them. At this point, well, the chat's been going.
Oh, I've been seeing.
I'm gonna go through the posts first, because that's what I said to, like, ask the questions. Which there's only one question on there, so I will go through the chat. But if you guys have any questions for Devin here, so right now, with everything that's happened, you know, all the scandal and stuff. So what advice would you give, current BAM employees?
Current BAM employees. So it depends, right? Because there's a few corporate stores.
Leave.
Yeah, if you're working at a corporate store, they don't care about you. They don't care about you at all. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm sure if you get an employee discount, it's nice if you like Lego, but it's not worth it. If you work for a franchise, that's totally dependent on the owner. You know what I mean? Like, even if corporate was still evil, and Brandon and Josh still doing the thing, if I was still working for you, I wouldn't quit Bricks and Minifigs just because the parent company is, like, terrible. Like, once it gets to the franchisees, you know, I think it's on them. And, like, a lot of them are good. For example, like near us, like the St. Pete location, they're very independent. I've been there a few times before. I like them. They're doing their own things.
They came by our location a few times. They're super nice people.
And it's and they too have been gypped a little bit. Like, there's stuff there, like.
Yeah. Well, like, we don't want to get into anything that will get them in trouble, but
like, yeah, it's not like, yeah, it's not.
We have to talk off camera. I didn't know about some cheese man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's stuff like that. Like, if you're talking about Bricks and Minifigs as the brand, like, in total, condemn corporate, condemn these two. These two run very specific locations. They do not represent all the franchise owners. I mean, there's a few stores, like, where we live around here now, and, like, I've personally met a few of the owners. They're very nice people. Like, a lot of them, like, I mean, you know, I don't know them, like, totally, but if you have a local Bricks and Minifigs and, like, it has its own, like, franchised owner, you don't gotta hurt that guy. Or you don't gotta hurt whoever's owning that business. You know what I mean? If they're a nice person, like, I would say still go there. You know? If you're, you know, and you can even ask them about the situation, because they definitely know about the situation with how the corporation is. Like, there's definitely been correspondence with the brand about what's going on. Like, if you have and most Bricks and Minifigs I've been to, like, I've never been somewhere where the employee doesn't want to talk. You know what I mean? Like, you can ask your own questions, so and stuff, but, like...
Well, now I think there's also a gag order amongst Bricks and Minifigs employees. If you are part of the brand, you're not allowed to talk about the situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, surprising. That's crazy.
You can't even film inside the locations anymore.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah, never mind.
You got to get on, like, and here's the thing, like, I know it makes sense for you not to be in the know-how about what's going on, because, like, you left Bricks and Minifigs behind.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but, like, and this is what I'm trying to get at, is that, like, even people who were part of Bricks and Minifigs, they're not, like, you aren't 100% informed like a lot of people that are informed. and you got to witness
Yeah.
a lot of it. So that's why I think it's important for like YouTubers and people that like I love what the law tubers are doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're really digging deep and making sure the stories are correct and corroborating and everything. But
yeah. But to like finish out the question, like for employees that work for Bricks and Minifigs, if you work for a corporate location, they don't care about you. If you work for a franchise owner, you know what I mean? Like you have your own opinion of your boss. Like if you like them, I don't see like you should be loyal to your boss and not to the brand image, is my opinion. Like if your employer is doing right by you, then I don't see any problem with staying with that business. But yeah, if you work at a number of these non-franchise locations, like just know like they do not have your best interests. They do not care about you.
And by the way, I don't know what's actually going on in the chat. Just remember to keep it civil. Looks like somebody's having an issue with somebody else or not liking what we have to say, which happens. If you guys don't agree, like we're telling the story, we're not sharing documents right now.
Yeah.
And probably won't, but this is just getting an interview with him, getting his side of the story, what he went through, what he liked, what he disliked, what he doesn't believe in, what he currently believes in. So you don't have to believe anything out of this interview. You don't have to believe anything I say. It's up to you to make your own decision. I think it's healthy to always be skeptical. That's fine. But yeah. Is the Eugene store still open? Yes, it is. Somebody asked me, like, what was my thought process while it was starting to happen? How did you get through the process? Honestly, like, he was one of the people that helped me get through the process. Like, just honest people around. And I had to kind of just stay focused on trying to do right by my family. Like, my wife was kind of freaking out, like, where's the money going to come from? Like, we're barely paying the bills, all that stuff. And so it was almost like whatever emotions I had to just block it for a little bit. And Devin, what is your favorite sandwich?
My favorite sandwich?
That's a question in the chat.
So, man, I love sandwiches. That's just whoever asked that. That's
probably
a great question.
Knows you.
Yeah, right. You might know me personally. This is actually a threefold answer, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking like a Subway deli type sandwich, right? For fast food, Jimmy John's, the number 11 Country Club with avocado, with some deli pickles. Amazing sandwich. Man,
you got the details.
I got the
fat bastard.
Yeah, I love. Look at me. I love sandwiches.
That's obvious.
We're gonna hit this up with number 2. If you live in an area with a Publix chicken tender sub, toss that thing in whatever sauce you want. I like buffalo. Publix makes some of the best fried chicken in the country. I do not care.
Wait, who?
Publix.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Publix, the grocery store, has some of the best fried chicken you can get. Follow that up, ham and cheese on whole wheat. Ham and cheese on whole wheat with some mustard. That's what I make at home.
Okay, now I get it. The I guess this Nicholas guy might be in favor of Mickey Mouse or something, and he's very loyal. But again,
fine. Mickey Mouse was a very nice, charismatic individual. It was not like he never wronged a customer.
Yeah, but we're being transparent to what was witnessed, what he, like, his experience, and you can't discredit that. You can not believe it if you don't want to. But yeah, and I'm not going, if I think it is important to get that story out there, then I'll put it out there. But what I think right now is because he had dealings with Josh and Brandon. Previous store owners did not have dealings with Josh and Brandon. It's not about my story getting out there. It's about highlighting how Josh and Brandon, Ammon, and Matt McNeff suck, and they're trying to ruin not only their own brand, ruin people's lives, hurt people. There might be some corruption that's tied in with them and the police department. That's that's what we're trying to keep alive. We're not trying to keep my story alive or his story alive. People that knew these people, met these people, had experience with them. That's the point. Okay? And then in the future, we could point out where, like, this is what corporate did to another owner, and who knows, like, if I'm willing to talk and I've gotten a lot of DMs, and possibly this person has sent me some DMs, and I just need to respond. Like, been responding to a lot. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Any more do you guys have any more questions for this gentleman right here? Jabalik, wish you had a super chat. I have donations, Streamlabs. If you want, I'll put it here in the chat.
Any comic questions? I love comics.
Yeah, any comic question? This guy's super. He just got me my first Animal Man comic.
I love Animal Man. If you know Animal Man, Grant Morrison's Animal Man, read that. Some of the best comic books you will ever read.
No, and let me just double check again to see if anybody put more questions in the post, because then that would be beneficial. But no, looks like you're not that interesting.
I'm not.
Thanks, Bo. It's been 2 hours and I got it all. Sweet. I hope you enjoyed, but again, whatever's going on in the chat, just please be courteous and kind to everybody. Like, be funny. I don't care if you guys insult each other, as long as it's coming from a good place. Okay, has he ever heard of free software called Bricklinks?
Bricklink? Yeah, what? Oh, man. Yeah, Yeah, come on. Bricklink is... I love Bricklink.
That's how we actually did our trades, because we...
priced everything through Bricklink, right? You talk to some people, and people are like, well, on eBay, it goes for this. Well, on eBay, it has 2 sellers. If you go on Bricklink, this is how...
Yeah.
This is how BAM used to do it. Now they have like a new upgraded system. Well, how I did it personally, basically you go on Bricklink. Bricklink will show you everything that has sold in the last 6 months in terms of like averages, new in box, used, currency, location, all that. That's what we used. I would usually go off the average. I love Bricklink. Personally, I've never purchased anything off of Bricklink.
There's no need to. I other than those like medieval sets, those were pretty sick.
Yeah, those are pretty sick. That's just because, like, you know, working at BAM, I never had to like find pieces online. Like, you just rummage around in bulk and find it.
Yeah, and by the way, Nicholas, I don't know if you have been disrespectful, but some people were messaging me about like banning you or whatever. Just, I don't know what was going on. Conducting the interview, but if you have been, just, you know, chill. And again, something I hate about texts or comments is that, like, you can't see the person's emotion.
Yeah, you don't know what their face is behind that thing. They could be
like, remember when I would send you texts? They sounded very aggressive, but yeah. I'm just getting information out there.
Yeah, the dude has no. He texts like a sociopath. You text like Dexter Morgan. It's so, you'll text me and I'm like, all right, guess this dude's whole family just died. And it texts you, it's like, what's up, man? Like, all right, never mind.
Oh, he's just a psychopath. Yeah, like that's how I've always seen text. It's just to get information. It's not to have fun. It's just like, I need this. Get on it.
Yeah.
Cool. Solid. And then I'll send you a meme or in there. But yeah, last week you can pin the donate link in the chat to make it easier. I don't know, man. I told you guys I'm freaking retarded. I need to figure this stuff out. I tried doing that pinning stuff.
Whoa, no. Whoa, no. Crash it out in the chat. Whoa, no.
No, I'm letting them know I'm not freaking smart here, man. I'm trying to make it work.
You gonna pin it now?
I don't know how to do it.
Oh,
do you know how to do it? You want to do this?
I didn't claim I knew how to do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I sell stuff. I don't work on computers.
Okay. Chacha Tip got lost in the process. You guys are all right, man. As long as you're here and listening, asking questions. Again, we're going to close it out soon, but if you guys, we'll wait for some of your questions. What other questions do you have for Devin? Don't know if he'll ever come back on the internet because you don't have YouTube. You're not about that life.
I don't even post on like anything.
Yeah, I try to tell him like, dude, you should do YouTube. I think you'd have fun. He's like, nope.
The amount of pushback I gave just to appear on camera.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to get him here. He's like, no, dude. Like, I'm done with that. I'm not gonna appear on YouTube. I'm like, come on, man.
I don't need to be on anything. But it's fun. I like it. It's nice.
Yeah, like I just wish we had some AC in here.
I'm dying.
Dude, I'm so sorry,
I'm
dude.
dying.
You got an undershirt.
Like I'm
you
in
got
Shrek swamp.
You came straight from your job.
Run around all day, yo.
Yeah, sorry, brother. But I thank you for coming in. Mac or PC? Mac
or PC. Yeah, PC. Macintosh. Man. I don't know if y'all remember this. Y'all remember when Apple released the little like touchpad for your Macintosh instead of having a mouse? My dad bought one of those. We had a Mac, had this stupid little touchpad. Hated the damn thing. Mac, I don't care. Hate it. Buy a PC.
Yeah, I
don't care.
I need to buy a PC eventually.
Buy it. Yeah.
Do you know what kind of bills I gotta pay?
A Macintosh, Mac or PC.
I got 3 kids and a wife and a mortgage. I don't have money to drop like $2,000 on a piece on a
ridiculous.
PC. Everybody I know has a PC.
And then even from a gaming perspective, like I remember when if you had a Mac, like you couldn't run anything. You couldn't even mod Minecraft on Mac.
People are asking like, you don't want a celebrity arc, Devin?
No,
I
really don't.
Devin, a huge Grant Morrison fan.
I love Grant Morrison. I'm not gonna say Grant Morrison can do no wrong. Animal Man, great run. Grant Morrison's JLA, great run. I actually have the first volume to give you. That's so good. That's great. Grant Morrison's new X-Men, very divisive. Great stuff in there. I love Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison's All-Star Batman. Oh, is he that? No, I think Grant Morrison's just All-Star Superman.
I think it's just All-Star Superman.
Also Superman, pretty good book.
Not my favorite.
Don't.
It's solid. It's a solid read.
It's a very good story. My main problem. Not my favorite. I'm not a huge
Lois Lane.
Yeah, Lois Lane. Them not being together and her not believing that Superman is Clark Kent. Hate it.
That pisses me off. So much.
And it's the
first arc in the book. I've always hated that Lois Lane when they make Lois Lane fall for Superman and not Clark.
She needs to fall for Clark Kent. Yeah. I'm fine that she likes Superman. It's Superman. I understand.
Yeah, who the freak doesn't like Superman?
But she needs to be in love with Clark Kent, and then Clark Kent reveals that he's Superman. It's great. Personally. If you watch the Death of Superman movie they made, based on like the animated movie? I think it's from like 2015. It's a pretty good storyline in there.
Wait, which one?
The Death of Superman movie from the animated one. They did. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but like, there's always too much missing on the movies, man.
Like the All-Star Superman movie cuts out like 3/4 of the book. It's awful.
Yeah. RoboCop Dork PD coming for you, probably. But okay. Friends don't let friends buy Macs. At the time, I didn't have a friend.
She should have. Oh man, yeah. I don't know what you did, man. God should have been looking out for you. Oh man,
he was with me every step of the way. I just apparently wasn't listening.
Yeah, I was just blind.
Then I got retards trying to rob me.
Oh man, Mac. Yeah, no. I mean, if you're like a 40-year-old white lady, buy a Mac. You don't need a PC. The Mac is safe. You won't get any viruses. If you're anyone else, and you tell me, let's go play on my Mac, I probably won't be associated with you anymore. It's probably.
Hey, at least you did a stream on a Mac.
This is a MacBook?
MacBook Pro.
I'm never doing this again.
Well, you already told me you're never doing this again after this. But we love you, dude. I love you. I love you, my man. And K&Q Visual says friends don't leave friends in $500K debt. Apparently,
if I had $500,000 to give, he would have gotten it. I got like, you want to see my bank account? I think I got $9.
Word.
They got $9 till payday, y'all. If I had $500,000,
your job sucks.
Run around downtown all day and then get paid $15 an hour. It's great.
But I am glad I got to help you even after the Minifigs debacle.
Yeah.
But it's just there was one of the managers that was harassing us is no longer there at the place we worked at. Remember?
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry,
Mr. trying to freaking molest every chick in there.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Dude, that just happened at my current work. A dude just got fired for like the exact same thing. It's like man.
He tried to pay to have like chicks blow him and stuff.
Didn't try.
It happened.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that, but like I don't know what's going on with where we work, but like it's so far 2 for 2.
Hey, it's 2 for 3, I think, because it didn't happen at our work. I grabbed you every now and then, but
Every now and then is an understatement.
shut up.
I'm pretty sure
They don't need to know my dealings.
that we're common law married at this point. With how I'm pretty sure over the 3 years, I probably spent more time with this man than his family, and was probably touched more than his family. Honest, that's full honest.
I just try to show you some jujitsu moves.
There was no jujitsu. There was no jujitsu.
Like, remember the story I told you about the other employee when he came over my place so that we could watch Braveheart?
Ha, yes.
That my wife, what she did, I was like, hey, you mind if he comes over and we just hang out and we're gonna watch a movie because he's never seen Braveheart, and I can't live with the fact that this man doesn't watch Braveheart. And she's like, yeah. I get through the door, my wife has lit candles all over the living room, and then she just sticks her head out of the stairs and like, have a nice bro date, you gays, and then walks up the stairs.
She's so funny.
Yeah, my wife's awesome, and she makes. What do you think about her food?
Best cook I have ever met. I'm quite honestly, she could probably have a Michelin star restaurant with how good her food is.
My wife would cook for all my employees.
The best enchiladas I've ever had in my life, and it was her first time making them ever. It was insane.
Yeah.
You can't make it up.
Yeah, that was a lonely month for me, man. I had the store, I had to work, but like she hasn't been to Korea since we got married, and so then I sent her and the kids to Korea.
Yeah. Man,
and for a month, I was
getting touched a lot more. I was getting touched that when his wife that was a horrific month for me too.
But like my and one of the things that I was always happy is that my wife always made food, and I never asked her to make food for the employees. She would just show up and be like, I made this for you guys, and be like, I have never been this blessed.
You
have no idea. She's funny and she's so nice. She cares about people so much. And she sometimes she would make them food and not me.
Yeah. She'd come and be like, no, Gabe needs to work. He doesn't need food. Be like, okay.
Yeah, and then just give everybody a plate.
No problem.
Yeah, gave everybody a plate, and she's like, "Thank you guys for tolerating Gabe."
Yes,
tolerating Relic.
Those were good times.
Yeah, but I should see if Carl would interview Relic. That would probably be interesting. He sounds cool.
He's very cool. Carl.
He's very cool. I don't know. I'll talk to him and then maybe do because dude, it's hot in here. You're gonna die.
Oh, Carl would actually die.
Yeah.
Carl might actually Carl has real health problems. He might actually die in this room.
I'm gonna reach out to him, and just because I miss him.
Yeah.
And if he does, I don't know if he's ever signed anything about not talking or NDAs or anything like that. Because again, he was hired by Josh and Brandon, and he had to do what they asked him to do. And so, yeah, I would say it's more likely it won't happen. But regardless, he's a phenomenal guy, and we love him. He's one of my favorite people. It was the best thing to come out of this whole thing. There's many blessings that happen in our lives from getting screwed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you never think you could meet one of the coolest people in your life in one of the worst situations you've ever been in. Like Carl, man, great guy. You ever meet Carl? Great guy.
Solid dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But all right, guys, is that it for your questions for Devin? He's one of the greatest employees I've ever met. I think there was only one time
when you pull me out in the back.
How about you tell him that story?
Yeah, I had a little crash out. First month.
No. This was the other employee was already working there.
Oh,
this was close to Christmas.
Yes, yeah.
After our second, I guess
it was our second Christmas.
Second Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then I told you something, and then you.
Yeah, and then
you were somewhat disrespectful.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, no. It was like a long day. We were just working, So the mall we worked at, right? During Christmas times, the mall hours were 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., right? And
no, 11 p.m.
Oh yeah,
because there was the whole Christmas festival every day.
And fun about me, I love working retail in a mall at that Lego store during Christmas. The best. Loved it. Love Christmas.
But Christmas is the best season.
It's the best season, man. And when you work at a toy store, yeah, Christmas is like, yeah, I
like,
know this kid is gonna have a great Christmas.
Yeah, and here's how terrible Josh is. I bet I would still hate him during Christmas time.
Oh, I bet. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no. But anyway, yeah, like Christmas time. But like Christmas time came around, that means I was working like typically like 3 or 4 days out of the week, because like Saturday I typically worked all day, and then I would come like right back the next day, Sunday. So like Friday through Sunday, I'm there like I'm at the store the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a long day, dealing with customers. Like I do love working during the holidays, but like it is still the holidays. You have to deal with like 200% more people than normal during the holidays.
Yeah, it
was a long day. I don't even remember what you said to me. I honestly don't even remember the context of the conversation. You said something, and I like snapped back immediately, and I was like blah blah blah, and then I said that, turned around, and I was all like,
no, you didn't turn around.
Did I not turn around?
You saw. I saw fear in your eyes.
Oh man!
Like I'm a very smiley guy, but I was just like,
yeah, that was not a good day.
I was like, hey Devin, let me talk to you for a second, and then we went to the back, and then like, you're already apologizing.
I'm sorry.
And I'm like, that is never gonna happen again.
Yeah, and it never did.
Because like I always pointed out like, hey, we're all friends and stuff like that, but this is business. Like I'm your boss and everything, and like I knew how to toe that line, and we all did. We all understood. We could mess around when there's no customers in here and all that stuff, but when I give you an order, that's boss to employee. That's like we can yell at each other. Like I can yell at you as a boss, but I'll like as soon as I walk out those doors, the problem stays in the store. Yeah, and then I'm just like, yo, Devin, so like, want to play some Halo?
Aggravating like sometimes.
Yeah, because I know how to separate things, man.
And be like, bro, you just chewed me out. Like,
yeah, but like, I'm not gonna hold a grudge on that. Like, I chewed you out. Now it's over. You learn your lesson. Let's go. Man. Let's have some fun. Simple. I'm not gonna freaking hold it in my heart forever. Even though I'll remember it forever. Dick.
It wasn't that bad. He deserved it.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Win Devin. Somebody said win to Devin. W. For this whole thing. Yeah, just a W. But yeah, thank you for coming on, man. I love hanging out with you. It's probably been the easiest stream so far for me.
That's hilarious.
But no, it's just like let you talk, ask you questions. Like I'm
very organic.
Well, yeah, I'm not too bad.
Yeah, I think my biggest fear was like, those two dudes. Like one dude's always dressed in the Spider-Man shirt. Do they have a podcast? Oh, those dudes. Gosh, I'm like worried. I'm worried I'm gonna come off like them. I'm just like, I think they're so funny sometimes. But I see them, I'm just like, ooh, that is like why I never want to. Let's start a podcast. No,
dude, who cares, man? You're good at this, dude. Like, do it. The people love you. The people love you, and some hate you. But that's I was gonna say,
like, I feel like it's an even bag.
Oh, that's the internet, man. People are gonna hate you. It's
great. I mean, I'd be in those Instagram comments.
Somebody literally,
I'd be stirring it up.
Somebody literally commented on one of my videos like, I don't believe a word he says. There's something about his eyes, and I just wrote, damn. Like what? What's wrong with my eyes? What are you seeing there, dude? I'm not seeing it.
That's great.
But yeah. Thank you, Ricky. I've been seeing your comments. You got it. You're awesome. I spent Christmas doing security in a warehouse, chilling on my laptop for $32 an hour. It was crazy to be paid that. Dude, send me the job.
$32 an hour
to hang out.
$32 an hour. Oh my god, dude! I'd be. Whew.
Kane Q Visual says Devin has great vibes for real.
Thank you.
Yeah, Apollo. What don't you do? Dang man, what? Who you talking? What? Oh, Apollo. I don't know, Apollo. You're the MVP in the chat. But yeah, chill this relic stream yet. We cooking.
We have good chemistry.
Yeah, we actually do plan on doing certain business related things together in the future. That
you guys want to see us play Yu-Gi-Oh on stream?
Yeah. That was like the first time we really clicked. Like we were already like,
chill. Yeah, just in the store. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Yu-Gi-Oh?
like, yeah, Devin was like working on a set, and I was like, oh man, this reminds me, like, I don't know if you ever heard of this game, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then he just drops everything, and he's like, you play Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm like, hell yeah,
My
I play
favorite
Yu-Gi-Oh.
game on the planet.
Yeah, and then he set up, all right, we're dueling after work here,
Yes.
and our duel went on for an hour.
Oh yeah, that was a great like two dudes that haven't dueled in like easy like years, like competitively,
and it was like tough duels, man. We were like, I haven't had an hour duel in such a long. It was so great, and we don't do the meta bull crap
at all.
Yeah, we do what's fun. Yeah, like anime style.
Yeah,
real stuff.
Like having one copy of a card per card in my deck.
Yeah, and a 60 card deck.
60 card deck.
I hate it because your combos are insane. They take forever. Your Red Dragon Archfiend.
Oh yeah, I'll pull that card out. It's like, I'm gonna be real I'll warn you. If I'm about
you don't even need to shuffle my deck.
If I'm about to take a 20-minute turn, you're gonna know. Be like, hey man, don't even touch my cards. I'll let you know. Like I'll let you know when you should be countering.
Lego animated move covering the fiasco would be epic. Yes, it would. I'll fix
like
computer,
that,
then help pull a transmission after. Sick.
Like that Pharrell movie, Brick by Brick, Pharrell Williams movie. No, you didn't see that.
I didn't see that. But by the way, that's like the number 1 saying for the whole RecklessBen situation. Brick by brick.
Brick by brick. I built this brick by brick. You haven't seen that Snowfall?
Dude, I practically did.
Oh, word. Never mind.
I have not seen it. No, I haven't seen every single movie out there. I found a whole box of Magic the Gathering cards in my closet. My last roommate left behind. Be careful. If he left those behind, they're probably sticky, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take first step 1, take the black light. Step 2, if nothing's seen, sell them. Magic the Gathering will do no good for your life.
Yeah, if you want to get into a game that will never appraise, get into a game.
If you want to get into $500,000 worth of debt on your own time, that's how you do it.
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. You don't want to eat this week? Magic the Gathering.
Dude, you got to start your own show, man.
No.
I'll just have you on.
I'll just have you on. No.
When I get AC, you'll be the first guest.
Oh man, you got AC in there? Get me in there.
We'll talk about
a whole Chipotle burrito on the show.
Man, I remember like when I don't think you were ever on stream when we played Yu-Gi-Oh, and like I had LAN parties.
Never.
No, I was like, dude, we're never gonna get monetized or growth because the things that the other employee would say.
Yeah, and he's all like, yeah, can you take those down?
Yeah. He's like,
I didn't say that stuff.
I took down most of them.
You said that with your full chest.
Yeah, dude, like you. You taught YouTube how to kill people.
Were you? Like, no offense, I would have put you on a watch list.
Yeah,
not you, him.
Yeah. Oh, before we end, do you want to talk about Mr. Salmon?
Mr. Salmon,
the one that like tried to wrap his hands around the other employee's neck. And I had to. I got called, and I had to come in.
Yes,
and make sure that.
Let me tell you, man, we got one employee certified crash out. Oh man, Mr. Sam, that's so funny. Yeah, remember he had like this guy. So this guy, right? He had been a customer since as long as I'd been working there. Came in every once in a while.
Good night, Zombie Box Reviews.
Good night, sir. The guy coming in for a while, normal customer.
My bad. I need mods. I don't know what mods are. Yeah, go ahead.
Moderators.
Keep.
Anyway,
you can be my mod.
Hell no. You get guys coming in. This guy comes in every once in a while, right? This guy takes over. Guy comes in after a while. He's like, "Yo, I want to sell my collection." I think did he email us first?
That first time, no.
Okay, yeah. So he tries to want to sell us his collection or like parts of it at least. It was like his whole garage, right? He had
an entire garage full of like all UCS sets and a bunch of stuff. But he didn't bring in everything. But he brought in good stuff, you know. The Black Pearl,
That's right. The old Eiffel Tower, I guess.
Yeah, the old Eiffel Tower, but it was like there was baby powder on it.
Yeah, so this dude brings in all this stuff, right? He lived with his mom, their whole thing, and then comes to sell this stuff, and like when you come to sell, it's like we explicitly tell you if your stuff isn't clean, it will affect the value. We always say that because we don't want to clean it, and then you're gonna get mad at us when we give you a price and it's like, oh, that's not as much as I wanted. It's like, yeah, I bet not, it's covered in piss. We wouldn't take that, obviously, don't worry, no one bought any pee sets.
I've only bought one bulk that smelled like cigarettes, and it took me like 5 months to get the smell out, and I just gave it away for free because I was like, don't even know if I got it all. Never again. Like if somebody brings me anything that smells like cigarettes, vape, weed,
not worth it.
I'm like, nah, this is garbage. Throw it in the trash.
But so this guy comes in to sell some stuff. He has this understanding of how much he wants for it, and a misunderstanding of how much we pay for stuff. And he comes in and man,
he wanted full price.
Yeah, he wanted full price.
Like, this is a business. Like you could sell that on eBay. Have fun.
Always the worst people. It's all like, who do you think we are, man? Like, at no point are we trying to like
bamboozle
trick you or anything.
Like,
we're like, I'm telling you to your face, this is what we offer. These are the percentages.
This is how we're gonna price them and sell them for.
We'd even tell you if you could give us a list of sets, and I would tell you to your face, I don't want it. I'm not gonna, like, I would not pay money for that. Like we would do everything in our power to not waste your time. And this guy made a hobby out of it, out of pissing himself off.
Talk directly into the mic.
This guy just made a hobby out of just pissing himself off for no reason.
And then trying to blame us for getting his mom out of bed 2 hour store.
Oh yeah, dude, he did this whole thing where, man, I wonder if that review is still up.
It's up. Actually, I read it on stream last night.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That was the second and last time.
Yes.
So he brought another trade, but that big trade, another big trade, that was the last time.
Yeah. Was the first time when he threatened?
The first time is when he threatened.
Yeah. So I don't know the full thing of what he said.
So he like started saying all like cussing the other employee out. He like launched at him, but his mom was in between them. She kind of stopped him on accident, and then like he told him to get out of the store and get stuff. He's like, I'm not leaving without my money, whatever. Then they call me, right? And he's like, I'm going to freaking do something to this guy, and I'm like, yo, if he tries to put his hands on you, pull out the strap. Like,
for context, this individual has shot another man's foot off that was trying to like break into his home.
Yeah, so he also fired his gun right outside the store, like not right outside the store, but on the way home, because some guy like
in traffic
tried to like go after him. Like,
dude with a wife and kids was about to throw his whole life away over some road rage.
That dude, the police did say like it was good that he fired a warning shot, because that guy just got out of jail and was on parole, and now he's like, because of that, he's gonna go back into jail. So they found him. But like he tried to put his hands around him and wouldn't leave the store. There was kids in the store, families, and I went and like talked to all the families first. I'm like, I'm so sorry, this should never happen. It will never happen. And is your kids okay? And I gave him like some free stuff. I gave him like a free minifig here and there. Like, please come back. I'm sorry about this. Sometimes we get crazy people that are Lego collectors. And then I went and talked to the guy, and he's like, we both got heated. And then the employer's like, no, you got heated. And I'm like, yeah, don't ever talk to my employees like that again. I'll handle your trade, but don't ever threaten. And like, we've had phone calls where I had to tell him to calm down because he just went off. Because he would make up
40-year-old man, by the way.
No, like 50.
50-year-old man.
He would make up rumors about our location to other locations, and those locations would give me a call, be like, they said this about your location. Like, I'm like, no, that's not true. Yeah, but whatever. It was funny. It was funny. Luckily, I never had to like call the cops on any customer.
That's really, we're very fortunate.
Yeah, because there's some. Well, there was that one time we remember that there was a guy that really wanted a certain amount for his Lego sets. I'm like, I can't give you that amount, but you're free to take him somewhere else. And he just left it there, pissed. and then he drove his truck the entire day in front of our store. And then I called security and everything. This guy's been driving all day. He left his sets here, so we left it in the store for like 2 months. See if he'll come back. Because then after I think the law is like, if somebody has left product and you try to get it back, and then there's certain grace period. If they don't, now it's just yours.
Yeah.
So put it in the back, and then called security, and then they just stood in front of the store for like a week. And they said that they did see the truck a few times. But I thought he was going to just throw a brick through the window or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, don't know, but yeah.
Crazy people.
Boycott all BAM locations. If that's your... as long as nobody harasses any innocent locations that has nothing to do with the situation, do what you feel is right. But yeah, used to build production manufacturing, solid. Franchisees are not to blame as a whole, but how else does BAM get its comeuppance? Yeah, it's unfortunate that people invest in bricks and minifigs, and then the owners like took their trust and just obliterated it by being freaking pieces of garbage.
Yeah.
You know? And now they're stuck with this store. They have an NCA, they have an NDA, and they can't shut it down. They just have to wait till it deteriorates. And again, it might be an exit strategy. It might be a way for them to screw over every single franchisee and make all locations a corporate location somehow. But I don't see how that's viable after this fiasco. But yeah, like I have no idea what the goal is, but what they are achieving is complete and utter corporate destruction and destruction on people's livelihood that just thought it was a good idea. It was a good brand. But
yeah.
No. But okay, guys, praying for class action. Keep praying. Prayers are good. You helping with this BAM case, I hope. Hope N. Because I said they needed someone who can make a program for the data. I think there's a couple people that have messaged me, and they're like collecting a lot of data, a lot of information about all this stuff. Even I think even my location and other people have been wronged. Yeah, but anyone remember when AI was what we called the CPU characters in video games like Halo?
We love Halo.
Well, did. Oh, I love
the concept of Halo.
Yeah, I don't. Infinite
the
sucks.
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
Infinite. Free game with 2 promised DLCs that never came. I'm not bitter.
No. Yeah, so many stuff.
Yeah,
I miss Bungie, dude.
That's a whole other. Yeah.
But okay, guys, we're cooking in here. Literally getting
I'm
cooked.
dying.
But
I think I'm like medium well at this point.
Anybody that asked Devin questions, thank you for your questions. I'm gonna refresh this one more time, just to make sure I didn't miss out on any questions for you, Devin, because it's most likely possible we'll never see you on the internet again. But no other questions. But thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Heck yeah, and
it was fun.
Thanks, chat, for being here and listening to this interview. Halo C totally didn't put a cracked version on the school file server back in the day. I know
That's
people
some OG stuff.
Yeah, they destroyed. Thumbs up, folks. Yeah, like and subscribe.
Remember to smash that like button.
See, you already got it, dude. Start on your channel, brother.
That was a joke.
Do it again.
I'm not doing it again.
Do it again.
You can't get. You have
Listen
to pay
here,
me
slut
money.
bag. Do it.
You have to pay me money to do that again.
When I start getting money,
about $500,000, and I'll do it again.
Nope.
Yeah, I thought not.
Yeah, you'll be the first to know if I got
I know. I'm getting that call the minute after he hangs up the phone. Like, David.
Yeah, like I call you for everything at this point.
Like, guess what?
Yeah, he's become pretty much my best friend. You're not gonna say it back?
I have to punish him sometimes.
Oh, you're gonna get so many slurs after this.
He says a lot, but it's worse because he's gonna touch me. That's not a joke, guys. That's not a joke.
Would Devin be interested in a Bricks and Minifigs franchise?
No. That was actually offered to me once.
Really?
Yes.
Well, before we end, like, tell me that story.
So
I didn't know that.
Previously, under the first administration, the store was actually doing pretty okay. I was actually,
Monte Cristo.
Huh?
I'm just saying thank you to someone.
Oh, my fault. Paying your dues. Back to there was actually some time where the store was doing pretty good, and my family was actually going to move. We were going to move to a different area, and it was actually proposed to me. Like
somebody proposed to you.
It was proposed to me that
it's fake news, ain't nobody proposing to.
Yeah, so it was proposed to me that since there were no bricks and minifigs in that area we're moving to, it was Virginia. Like opening a new bricks and minifigs and then like having me as the manager of that location, of which I immediately said no. I was not interested in that, by the way. That went nowhere. That's the end of that story. I said no, like upon conception, because I was like, ain't no way you guys are gonna leave me responsible for one of these stores. And at the time, right? Because I'm old now. I was like 18 at the time, like 18, 19. So like they're
just giving out to anybody.
Yeah, right there. It was like there was a guy. I gotta take it. It would have been great though. It would have been great.
Like corporate tried to destroy you. Now that corporate is going to help you rebuild. So when we say that?
No. I think that was
that was
the story I'm talking about was not from corporate. It was from a franchise owner years ago. Separate thing.
This was before I even got on.
Separate thing.
This was before we even knew each other. Before I got on Bricks and Minifigs.
That was just a little fun fact. That was not like that. That does not go anywhere.
Yeah. Like one good thing about YouTube, it's actually helped me a little bit with my English because I didn't realize how much I misspoke.
He an immigrant.
And people get... Shut up. I got my citizenship, man. It took 18 years, but I got it. People call you out when you like say something that either isn't clear or like, oh, man, that sounded like you're against this or you're this. I'm like, damn. I can't tell, but I thank you for letting me know. So then you got to clear it up. So It's actually helped a lot with my... I think my English is perfect. But
you're just a harsh person sometimes.
Like when?
Your English is just harsh sometimes.
Like what?
Whenever, like, man.
I think sometimes you're harsher. Like when we were at the restaurant and
Personally.
somebody put out an idea and then you just said, have you ever had a good idea?
That's
ever?
different. That was different. That was a genuine question. That was a real question. We worked with this guy, claimed he had, like 180 IQ?
Yeah, 172 IQ.
172
and then
IQ.
He did something really stupid, and that became his nickname.
Yeah,
Yo, IQ, get over here.
IQ, and it was like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not on me. That was a real question. I want to know.
Somebody, so KNQ Visual says, would you love to see Afro Man make a song about Ammon like he did with Officer Pound Cake?
A Bam Afro Man song?
Oh, dude,
triple
we should reach out to Afro Man and try to like...
Are you interested in our cause?
Hey, this is going on, and there's another corrupt police department. Here's all the videos. Can you make a song about this?
Can you do this? I bet he could.
He's calling you out. Who's calling me out? What the F do you think you are? Go to the Lando Lakes Checkmat Jiu-Jitsu in Florida, Lando Lakes, Florida, and you'll see me there.
He's just doxing himself.
No, I'm promoting the gym.
You're going to get gunned down in the street.
There's like... Everybody there is better
than me. If that happens, I'm coming right here. I'm taking all this.
Everybody there is better than me at jiu-jitsu. So... If you get me, you're gonna have to handle everybody else.
Get in line.
Yeah, man. But like, if you're ever interested in jiu-jitsu, go over there. Relic, I can a question for you. Okay, are you having a stroke? Are you okay? But ask your question. Relic, what year did you stop owning your franchise location? Say 2024, end of 2024.
No, oh yeah, end of 2024. Yeah,
end of 2024. Yeah, like December of 2024. And then we were there. So right now, it's June. It's June. So at this time last year, I was cleaning out the store.
Yep. Yeah.
I was cleaning out the store after I got the phone call from the landlord. Like literally a year. It's been 1 year. And May of last year is when it shut down. So officially been a year. So I think now it's been officially a little over a year and a half since I have not owned that location. But yeah. Relic, did you know franchisors are legally required by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, to include former franchisees in the franchise disclosure document, FTD, specifically in item 20? You know what's crazy, man? I do know that, but you know what's crazy? It's almost as if dishonest people with a lot of money find a way around the law. This whole thing, the corrupt police department, everything they did was allegedly unlawful, and everything they're doing is allegedly unlawful. So at this point, I don't believe what is legal, and like I always understood that legal and moral are two different things. Okay,
correct.
But and you would know this better than anyone. You have other stories, but yeah, like people who are nefarious, like they're playing a different game. Dishonest people are playing a different game, and it's damn near impossible to win. And there's always some sort of damn loophole, some sort of thing that if you got a really good lawyer, they could like mess with the details so that other things don't have to be disclosed, all that stuff. So yeah. So how many calls have you received from people interested in purchasing a franchise? Me personally, when I was at the store, we had a lot. Like people would come by a lot to be like, hey, I'm thinking about opening a franchise.
The store was very impressive at the time. It was, yeah. People were very like, man, how can I get in on this?
Oh yeah, like, and he knows how dedicated I was to building up the store. Yeah. He would wake me up from the floor coming into work.
Yeah, he'd be asleep. I come into work, this dude's asleep on the store on the floor, and it's like, dude, I gotta open up. You gotta move.
Yeah,
or he's in the back and be like, dude, go home and shower. He'd be like, nah, man, nah. Like, I gotta work. I'm like, that's crazy. You gotta work. Go home and shower. You smell disgusting. And then
was one time.
And then do you know? Tell him I pooped himself.
Shut up.
And then you know what he would do? He would go into the bathroom at work and take like a bum shower in the sink. Real talk.
Yeah, but I wouldn't deal with customers. I would just do it on the computer. I'm like,
you go into our employee bathroom, there'd be a thing of like Dawn dish soap.
Hey man, like
it works.
I was about that life. I was there I would not go home for like an entire week. I would go home, go take a shower, eat a meal, get back to work.
Yep.
And then you'd see like you would text me sometimes at like 4 a.m. Like, are you at the store? Like somebody just told me they drove by and saw you working. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, because security would call me.
Yeah. Security. I don't know why they would call you.
Well, because I was the only person. Like I was there so long. I was the only contact for Bricks and Minifigs after a while. So yeah,
it's like,
the mall would
just
call me and be
working.
Like, hey, dude.
It would just be this light.
Yeah.
In the middle of a dark mall, and I'm just there freaking grinding.
Hilarious.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, and again with the bad smell, I never approached the customer or would go into the front if I smell bad.
That was just me being funny. He always took care of his appearance for customers.
Oh yeah, I was gay. But yeah, like no, they are required to give interested people your info so they can call you to make informed decisions. No, yeah, like every franchise does that. Like, hey, if you're opening like in the Atlanta, Georgia area and there's like 6 different Bricks and Minifigs, they'll give them all their numbers, and like they give everybody who's a franchisee. Okay, so I did have a lot of people calling me asking me a bunch of questions, and I think I was the only one that was very transparent. A lot of them wouldn't reveal numbers. I don't know why.
That's true.
And I would just like I would be on phone calls for like an hour. I don't know everybody I talked to. I know I talked to the Jacksonville guy. He has a smaller store. He came by the second location. Remember?
Oh yes, yeah.
The St. Pete people, the Clearwater, the Brandon location. Unfortunately, in hindsight, I got a lot of people excited and got them into Bricks and Minifigs, and I apologize for that. I did not know.
He was the Big Mac at the time. You have to understand.
I was Big Mac. You know, like
it was a different
everybody
time.
was just a cheeseburger, and they're coming for the Big Mac for advice.
We were on the up.
Yeah, we were on the up and up, man. And like I told him, like my idea was to make it, obviously make a lot of money, but have a place where people could come hang out. You know, have like that comic book store feel again, and we achieved that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, where people can just chill, people just have a place to go.
Yeah, there was a time the store was a perfect hangout.
Yeah,
the perfect hangout spot for customers. Like,
and all of them always
you would
bought
see
something.
in a TV show.
Yeah,
you know, people was like, yeah, I'm just hanging out in here. Like, we had customers, they'd be there all day, they'd buy something, and then they hang out for like 3 more hours.
Yeah, we had customers that would just be like, well, now I'm here, I'm just gonna drop $400 and then I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we had a Tuesday mornings. I had a standing date with this guy. Guy would come in, he bought and sold. He bought, like, basically did bricks and minifigs on his own. He would like buy and sell high end figures. Dude would come in, look what we got, be like, cool, and then we would spend probably like 4 or 5 hours just watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like, so, I would just be working at the counter, and he's just sitting there watching Dragon Ball, and we're just talking.
So, Lemon Pound Cake actually clarified his question. Are you, like, you are speaking about when you were a franchisee? I'm asking about after you sold your franchise. No, nobody. And again, I think a lot of people after this scandal pulled their application for Bricks and Minifigs, but since I've left, nobody called me about my experience. Nobody asked. I've never received a call of potential Bricks and Minifigs franchisees, so that might be another thing that they did that wasn't legal, allegedly. So yeah, I don't think I ever gotten a phone call. I've gotten like phone calls from St. Pete location to dispel rumors, and not from people we know. And I'm like, no, that's not how it happened. This is what's up. And yeah, but I would tell them, like, if it's gonna get you in trouble, don't feel like you need to talk about it. Just like you're an employee there, just say like, oh, like that store owner just moved on, and who knows, you know. Because again, the last thing I want to do is cost somebody their job, their livelihood, the way they make, pay for food and keep everybody in their house alive. So yeah, nobody has reached out. But yeah, I used to sell franchises, so I know a lot about the FTD laws. Oh, heck yeah, man. Lemon Pound Cake wins. And I love that you leaned into the Lemon Pound Cake stuff. Dude, like, that is, ever since I've read his freaking name, it's been playing in my head.
Yeah.
Pound Cake. Specifically song. The Pound Cake.
Dude, man. Oh, man. He went on like a month-long, like, Afro Man binge when all that stuff came out.
Yeah, I'd pick you up so we could like go like hang out.
Oh, blasting. Lemon Pound Cake blasting in the car.
Yeah, windows down. Like,
bro, have you heard this song? It's like, yeah, dude, I heard it when you showed me yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna hear it again. Yeah, and then man, I don't know. It's just great music. I love great music like that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's true art.
Yeah, man. He just singing about his life.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
And honestly, I started looking up locations that sell lemon pancake. Couldn't find it.
Yeah, right. You gotta make it.
You know what Afro Man should do? He should start a bakery and only sell lemon pound cake. And
only lemon pound cake. Oh man.
Yeah. Next to the police
Fortune
department.
500 company.
Yeah. But yeah, the Raider critique. I love that you are exposing this. Everyone sees to drink the corporate Kool-Aid. It's nice to see someone refuse it. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, like I hope you saw the other streams about like when I received threats from Bricks and Minifigs for getting involved, and I was just like, yeah, F y'all. What you guys did to me, you guys, I'm gonna tell the story. F you. But yeah, I have a really hard time believing those BAM guys are active in the church. I don't have the info, and it doesn't really matter, but it really does not align at all which church values at all. Well, like you could be active going to church and still be a piece of garbage.
Yeah,
regardless of the church.
The fact that you go to church does not make you a good person. It just makes them think they're good people, because going to church is like, it's like, oh, I go to church, so like I'm being forgiven for these horrific things I'm doing to people.
Yeah,
not how that works.
I'm pretty sure you can start an entire YouTube channel and blow up just talking about your experiences in church stories.
You know what I mean?
With a friend of yours.
I'm not a religious person. I'm not a religious person by any means. I have no problem with organized, like, religious people are not the problem. It is the people that abuse their groups that give all these people a bad name. Like, it's ridiculous.
The virtue signal people.
Yeah, you know, and it's just like, it's like, oh man, all these people are awful. It's like, no, there's awful people everywhere. Like,
it's a really hard concept for people to grasp.
you know what I mean? It's like,
And it's also a hard concept for people to grasp that a lot of bad people used to be good at some point.
yeah, change is real. People
Probably
can
not
change.
Josh though. Probably not Josh. He's probably been terrible since birth.
I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know.
He looks like a freaking.
Like,
I want to use
yeah.
a word that's similar to a bazooka, because like, I don't know. He's just a stump. He's just
You know
a
what I
tree
mean? I cannot-
stump.
yeah,
of
I-
a person.
I can't explain fathomably how detestable a human being could be to you, and then picture this man.
Yeah.
Like-
Yes. By the way, Sonic, this is one of my former employees. You just showed up. We're ending it. We've been trying to end it for
This
like 30
guy.
minutes, but
This guy.
look at that the Catholic priest. Weren't you a priest? Catholic priest?
What? I was raised Catholic. I'm no priest.
No, he was one of the kids that the priests were very fond of.
Oh, no. Just the customers. Just the male customers want me. None of the priests.
Yeah, you outaged.
Yeah. Like, oh, he big.
He's too big. He's got a beard now.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
it
just want someone to want me.
dude. No, I honestly don't know what it is about you. Gay people love you, dude, and
Man.
I've never seen a straight dude get flirted with so much
It's because I'm so wholesome.
by gay people. No, you're not a wholesome person.
I'm a nice person.
No, like, it's just like your look. Like, they see you and they're like, that guy's gotta love dick booty. And then they just go after you for some reason. I don't know what it is about
it's
you, man.
so weird.
Yeah. I did hear somebody call you a bear.
Nasty.
And I looked it up. That's
Not nasty,
an actual word.
to those people, nasty to me.
Mm,
They're coming from you, man.
you just bend over and give it up.
No.
They're after
That's
you,
when
man.
they win. Never give up.
Never give up.
Never back down. Never what? Give up. You never seen that? Oh, man.
You're so gay, dude.
Oh, man.
I'm just waiting for the day. Get the phone call from Jared or
They
something.
got me.
Like,
They got
I
me.
woke up, my booty hurts.
Oh, man. I'm on RuPaul.
Somebody give me some preparation age. But all right. Like, are you going to the Vader episode 2 premiere?
The what?
Unless it's in my backyard, probably not. I would like. Is that like? Isn't there like an invite for that? I wasn't invited. But yeah. Someone said Pride Month, dude.
Yeah, you got that.
It's your time to shine.
You got that.
No, I'm good. Stop. Internet is forever. Yeah, we don't give a damn. You should see the things we say. I think we have a place in hell, probably.
I've never said anything in my life.
Shut up, dude.
I've never
I
said
have the
anything
receipts
in my
I have
life.
all your Instagram DMs. I have all your freaking text messages.
Some of those are incriminating. Some of those are incriminating.
Yeah.
I was not at the keyboard at the time.
I feel like, and again, with all the experiences I've had and I've lived a good life. I was never super poor, but like I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. When you get stabbed and all that, like, and getting jumped. And I didn't get stabbed a whole lot. I only got stabbed like once.
I didn't get stabbed a whole lot, he says. I didn't get stabbed a whole lot. Okay, well, once is a lot. Once is a lot. Hey, guys, how many times have you been stabbed?
Well, luckily,
Zero.
every time I got curb stomped, never lost any teeth. Never lost any teeth, but every time I got curb stomped.
That's great, man. That's great, man. How many times have you been curb stomped, guys? Zero. Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
very fortunate. Only been curb stomped a few times. Very fortunate. Very fortunate.
well, it's like words. If I say something, people cry about it. I'm not gonna cry about it. And if you say something to me, like, Trust me.
I don't think curb stomping counts as words.
That's
I
not
think-
words.
I think being curb
If
stomped
somebody
is a little
says
worse.
something to me, never gonna get offended. I'm good. You should talk to Asmongold. Brother,
Didn't that guy finally clean up his whole room?
I don't think so.
I think it's the whole thing.
I think he
about that.
cleaned up like a section. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
like the guy. Yeah, if he ever wants to talk, he'll hit me up. I'm like, pretty sure I'm small fry. But I like Asmongold. That'd be fun, but I don't think he collabs like ever. He's done some. You have to be like DSP level retarded to get an interview from Asmongold. Pretty sure that's how it works. Alphabet Mafia on the way. They'll have my back, you know. Alphabet Mafia. Actually, don't do that. They like that. When Jared got to prison, it's the first time he opted out for of the footlong.
What?
Jared from Subway.
Nasty.
Chad is king. We're like, what? That is another story for another day. Yes, it is. Yeah, like it's just life, man. Whatever. Like you don't fail unless you're dead, so you're good. And I'm married. I don't have to impress nobody.
That's real.
Yeah, you still got to. What are you doing?
Nothing.
All right. Okay, go. You know Asmongold, the rated critique. Asmongold's. Well, if he ever wants to talk, I'm cool. He lives 45 minutes from me. Hey, rated critique. Go hit him up. Go be like, yo.
Knock on his door. Get him.
I'm pretty sure Moist Critical lives somewhere 45 minutes from me. In
Yeah,
the Tampa area.
he lives in the Tampa area.
Yeah, but again,
Short king.
like I would be more interested in knowing how he is as a person than collabing with Asmongold, because he seems genuine. He seems like that's the kind of friend I would like to have. But I'd rather have a relationship with him than like try to use him to be famous or something. Do you know anyone else in the BAM sphere that would have more stories to share? So there's been a few DM. We were talking about Mickey Mouse. I saw that he sent me a message. I haven't read all of it. I opened it and then like had to go but if you see back in the like I'll probably have a conversation with somebody first, hear their story, and then if I think it helps RecklessBen and the situation and to know more about BAM as a whole, then I will have people on or reach out to them. But like Devin was very nice, and I've heard different stories that are way more aggressive, but it's good to talk to people. So I don't know. Like I really didn't want to, quite honestly, but after this interview, I'm like, maybe I'll hear more people out than I thought I would be hearing. But I don't know. I'm actually gonna talk to Devin about it and kind of get my head straight, see what's going on, because some of this interview surprised me. But yeah, again, people, thank you. Catch the stream. Like when the stream is over, go back and watch if you didn't catch it. Like and subscribe. You know, don't know how do you say it? How'd you put it?
I'm not saying that. Read comic books. Read more comic books. They're great for you. They're not just for children. Read them. That's all you have.
Well, some are definitely not for children. Tom King.
Yeah, be by a second. Relic's favorite author, Tom King.
I hate Tom King.
Favorite author. He loves
Bastard.
it. His favorite run on any comic book is Tom King's Batman run. He thinks it's some of the greatest stuff.
Because it shows his penis.
He was specifically a fan of when Batman hung dong. I can quote him on that. He did say that.
Is that an Asian slur you just put right there?
What? Hung dong? Something Wong.
Something Wong hung dong? Something Wong. Batman hung dong.
Hung dong. That's all I got.
Yeah, F you, man.
He loves it.
I'm running you over with my car tonight. F you.
I doubt it.
Tom King sucks. Okay, but especially BAM, the way they hiding behind the loopholes of the law. Yeah, that's how it is. But okay, thanks everybody for participating in the stream, hearing out Devin's story. There might be more to come. There's other things I'm working on other than just other owners. Like, there's only been like 2 owners that reached out, and one isn't very willing to put themselves out there like the way I'm doing. So I'm gonna respect their wishes. And I'm not going to mention anybody by name until I get their permission to mention them by name. So that's something I am doing and trying to stay clear of, because what I don't want to do is get somebody sued by BAM because I use their name, you know, and because I can take punches, don't know how many other people can take some punches, right? And I'm not directly involved with the RecklessBen situation. I've just had experiences with these bastards, and I could tell you firsthand, you can believe RecklessBen's videos. These guys suck. That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. We are out. Yeah. Anything left to say?
Smash that like button.
Ah, I said it. All right. Peace out. That's you, douchebag.